Hello everyone, and welcome back to Telione Season 2. This is episode 74. In the last episode, we began right after bringing Byvrel back and sending them on their merry way back towards the King and Queen. Heading back to Kai's home to do some last-second discussions about the potential heist and getting some information from all around. At one point, Kai had gone to visit one of the last members of the Broken Anvil, Mildred, a close acquaintance to Kai, as we had learned. During this time, not much else was happening within the house besides Giltesh setting up the Word of Recall spell within Kai's room through the Tiamat emblem that we had gotten in episode 4. Yikes, that was 70 episodes ago. And eventually, the King and Queen and Byvrel did show up to Kai's abode, and the Queen decided to assist Giltesh in finishing the Word of Recall, while the King finally went to sleep, and Byvrel was finally able to stop babysitting him. You all went to bed. During the night, our barbarian, Enos, seemed to have a dream where a very familiar voice creeped into his little head and was about to kill him before Byvrel stabbed him in the heart. As a friend, there's the difference. Stabbing him and taking out the mask of anger that was hidden within Enos's heart. Getting sewn up, the rest of the night goes on. Then there was just a lot of weird discussions about what was happening, and we made it to the Museum of Freelance Magics, where Belmin, the kind of front-facing person of the museum, brought you guys around. You guys did things. Where we had ended was Weyland going in front of a seemingly mirror that had this painting effect that mimicked everything but in a painting color. And it looked straight through his illusion as he starts ripping up his clothes and starts throwing them around, making a scene. And the guards start running towards him because things are going on. Now I need to make sure you guys are on the right page. Okay, you guys should be in the museum, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had to get.
I was like, which was my mute button?
I was
Yeah.
muted and I didn't want to unmute, so I just big old.
I had it up, but I was in the dark corner, so I was like, I can't see anything.
The changes that have been made to the map, I have given them real tables. So they look a little bit more professional. And Ember is now actually Ember. So, where we had ended, Weyland was screaming, and Eleonora was investigating the pedestal that says Invisible Dagger on it. So, Eleonora, what are you doing right now to backtrack before you did the other things?
Yes, because I didn't realize that you meant that there was a plaque on everything, and I'm a dumb bitch.
Well, we're past the 2-minute mark. I
guess-
think we can curse now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I guess I'm kind of just like... And I'm just, trying to examine it, and I want to be like, hey, somebody who knows something here, what does this dagger actually look like?
As Weyland is being basically football tackled by 4 guards. Because that's still happening.
You wanted
That's
a
true.
distraction, and I gave you one.
Wayland's over there.
It's just be
screaming
like,
that he
oh,
has-
sorry, you're a little busy, and then just go back to studying it. There was also a couple other things in this corner, right? What was the thing that's right above, or right next to the dagger? Right
on the other
here?
side of the wall? Is that what you're referring to?
No, just
I'm
what's on
that
the wall.
should be
'Cause-
the what is labeled the Millennium Cutlery. It's a very beautiful, ornate set of forks, spoons, and knives.
Nice.
There's also a moon rock.
That's in this top left corner, I believe.
Ah.
No,
Sticks.
no, middle left is the moon rocks on the other side of the wall. What is top left? Ah. No,
The
I'm all over the
phylactery?
place right now. Yeah, other side of the wall is the phylactery. Weyland, I need you to make an athletics check.
Ooh, let's go.
And it's against 4 guards, so don't get too excited.
Disadvantage!
Why is this?
I've already got a -2.
Wait, why can you guys see? Why is this looking outside? What is happening on this fucking screen right now?
What?
I got a solid
on.
13.
Perfect.
When you get to that.
Yes, I need. So, Weyland, as you're just ripping the, I guess, flakes of your armor off and throwing them around, like I don't know what you're throwing around right now.
Well, pantomiming.
Great.
Reaching through, like, kind of, yeah.
Just
lay
grabbing
it
the
on me.
illusion and nothing's coming off of you, but you just look like
Exactly.
you're having some kind of issue as 2 of the guards bring you to the ground. Sir, do you need help? Do you need assistance?
Heavens. Oh, I can see it. And then, I'm just going to, like, sort of, like, grab the guard that's looking at me, like, tell me your name. Tell me your name.
Do you need medical attention? That's more
Yes.
important right now.
Yes. So take me to a medical man, please.
Can I at this point intervene and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I can." Sometimes my friend is prone to these fits, and he just needs a second to sit in the corner and calm down. We sometimes can't stop his hallucinations.
Give me a deception check. I'll say with
The madness.
advantage because Weyland is going crazy right now.
The
You
madness
said
is
with
taking me
advantage
over.
or disadvantage?
with advantage.
Don't I also have something that gives me an additional +5?
Don't people in
As-
this world just have hallucinations and like
Yeah.
haven't they just this is somewhat normal.
Do you have another thing that gives you +5?
I thought I did, or something that gives me extra, like is able to add to my charisma.
Because you have your
But I
aura that
don't-
does your saving throws.
No, it was. I swear I had something. I'll look for it later. But something that was. It may have been one of my other paladin subclass. Basically, just gives me extra points for my persuasion, but it's fine. Let me. Oops, not performance.
I mean, maybe performance.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, my
It's still a
modifier is
deception.
different. Oh, sorry.
It depends on if you sing it or not.
Okay, deception twice. There we go.
I think that you can like shift
13,
or
okay.
control. I don't remember the exact thing that my other DM friend was saying. There's a way to do them both at once. 13. One of them believes you.
Oh.
Can I kneel down and like just gently like I'll just do a little cat like 5 points or no like a 1 point of lay on hands just to kind of look like I'm healing him, and I'll just like Weyland, it's okay. You're not there anymore. You're here with us. It's fine.
Ooh, using
Okay,
his real
flashbacks.
name. I love that choice.
I thought
Well,
it was
nobody
just-
knows. I'm a nobody. Nobody like. It's just a name. It's not like I'm Bruce Wayne. Although I totally am. But yeah. So you hit me with that lay on hands, and I'm like coming out of it. Oh, great heavens! Oh, I saw things. I'm in dire need of a drink and medical attention.
Well, if you two need to exit right now, we can escort you out.
Yes, I think we've seen all we need to see here, I believe.
And
Oh,
these 4 guards are pushing the 2 of you out at this
yes.
point.
Please.
That's fine. I'm just gonna like maybe like cough or something to get the others' attention, and I'll just be like,
Okay.
we're leaving. So if you guys need to stay and get what you need, it's just like gives us a reason to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna escort Weyland home. He had a fit.
Monty, I have a question.
Yeah.
Right now I have Kai. Right now I have Ember. I almost said Winter. On the wall, as a spider.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can't leave him there for it? I can't leave him there. I have to take him with me because Find Familiar is only an hour. Correct?
You have a special Find Familiar that I believe is half of your... Because it costs a druid wild shape to do, so I believe it lasts for half your druid level.
Okay.
Like your wild shapes normally do.
Okay. Then... And that would be... If it's half my level, then
It
I
should
can
be 5
leave him
hours.
there for 5 hours. As I see... as I see the rest of the group go away, I kind of walk over, and as like in my disguise, I'm like very like nonchalantly, "Oh, are we coming back later, or are we just walking? Are we walking him home?"
You walk
Like,
over to the
in the-
guards?
No, to like Catherine.
Who?
To Eleanor, Jesus.
Who is
big
being pushed out
characters.
by the guards. So you'd have to walk up to the
Okay.
guards at this point.
Then yes.
I'll just call over my shoulder like, it's okay, you guys stay and finish up touring, and I'll look after him. We can meet up later.
Okay. And I guess I I sit down in a chair that's nearby. And I just look like I'm trying to look like I'm catching my breath with like eyes closed while actually piloting Ember deeper into the museum.
All right.
I don't know if you need me to roll something to
No, there's so much going on already that I'm not too terribly worried about it. Because Ember did roll very high on their stealth the last time.
Mhm.
So you're just going to keep moving them?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I know you said there was a trap right here.
It was behind them.
It was behind them. Okay, cool. Then no, I'm gonna keep moving them. Just tell me when I should stop.
Yeah, because like you crawl up a little bit farther and you can see a staircase that is going down like into a basement section of this building. And then on the other side, opposite to this wide staircase going down, you see this little hallway and you see what appears to be a spiral staircase going upwards.
Okay. I don't think we had any like type of information of where this thing was gonna potentially be held. I know it's not here yet now, but can I see if there's any more traps along the way as I go down?
Well, because like up isn't going to go up very far because that would hit the roof. So there must be something above this building.
Okay. Then I'll check on that. Actually, I want to know what's going on up there.
You just see a spiral staircase. It goes around and just ends at a door.
Okay. Can I crawl under the door, or is
it is locked tight?
Oh, it's okay. It's tight.
Okay. Unlike the other secret doors you've gone through, this one you cannot fit through.
Okay. I just kind of take a mental note of it, and then I guess I'll crawl back down, and I'll go down the stairs this time.
Okay. I'm just gonna copy. I don't know if I can copy Ember on that page. Oops. Copy. All right. You just want to look over to the right side of your section now.
Yeah.
Actually, instead of that, I'm gonna go and talk to the other two.
Okay.
So, as Ember's skittering all over the insides of this building, Belmin just continues talking to you, Giltesh, since you're the translator for Enos in this scenario.
That's right, I am the translator.
Is there anything else you would want to see in this building by far? Were those of your friends? You all came in together?
Oh, we did. Yes, those are my friends.
Well, because he would have heard me talking to Kai, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was trying to think. I was like, did we ever establish that? And we did. We did establish
We
that
did.
we don't leave each other. Yes. It's just unfortunately, my friend seems to have suffered some sort of mental attack. So
It's quite common nowadays, and I know a few friends that have some remedies for that if it did come down to it.
like what?
The Cortazzo family has their ways of making alcohol and stuff like that relieve some of those stresses that come to the minds of the people.
Is that like a permanent solution, or is it you just consume the alcohol?
Well, it seems as permanent as from what I've heard. I've never partaken.
Oh. Let me just write that down in the middle of my paper that I'm writing.
He just looks at you. You're just like with your little notepad. It's like, what is that?
Well, I'm saying for my Lord of the Rings essay, there's going to be like the Kaza family has magic alcohol.
It's gonna look
So,
completely normal compared to the
I
rest
am
of the
going to
essay.
highlight that so I don't forget. Okay. That's truly fascinating. I did not know that was possible. I guess we could peruse the right side over here. If you
Yes,
don't mind.
the weapons section is a very good time.
That would be
Enos
most
is gonna slide
wonderful.
up.
And I translate all that into primordial.
Enos's eyes light up before it's translated.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, 100%.
What's the perception on this guy?
Deception
What's the perception on him? I would see that with my -1.
Well, that doesn't make sense to me, so I'll just flip those two. Entering into this first room, you see 3 initial little display cases. That's the word I'm looking for. The one directly in front of you as you walk in has this beautiful axe sitting in it. Off to the left side, in the top display case, you see these metallic boots of some kind. And as soon as you walk in to the right, you see what appears to be almost like a model hand that has a beautiful ring set going across it. And then looking in to the final room down below, you can see this 10 to 15 foot long mace that looks extremely, like, way too big for any humanoid to use.
In primordial, I'll look over to Enos and say, still keeping up my like posh. Do you think that any of these seem? Do any of these appeal to you?
Why are you talking to me so? We're speaking in primordial, right? Why are you talking to me so?
Posh and
Posh?
primordial.
Yeah,
Because I've
weird.
established
we're
that
just
this
kind
is
of
how
keeping
I'm
up.
speaking when I'm not talking to him, and
I
so
feel like
I
we're
would-
just keeping up a front. You know what I mean? I think we're just buying time for Kai now, so that doesn't really matter. I am interested in that mace though,
Okay.
just because it's so big.
My
I'm saying to Giltish.
Yeah, my compatriot over here would like to know more about this mace, as I also find it very appealing and interesting.
Oh, yes, this mace brings you all down there.
Oh my god, there's so many cards. I didn't even see him.
There's more in there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's at least two. There's 2 over here.
Yeah.
On the plaque, these guys look relatively normal, the guards. They just look like dwarves that are kind of on the streets. They don't have any heavy armor to them. It's like cloth clothes. You can see they have simple weapons on their sides. Stuff like that. This is the mace of a stone giant. A stone giant king, some may say, but I wasn't around to know. In like looking at it, like just around, it's probably that big around. a good 6 inches just to hold the bottom side of this mace. And what it kind of goes into is a very spiked edged top, like almost like a baseball bat with the nails going through it. It just looks gnarled at the top. Not much to really say about this one, but it is magnificent to know that a weapon of the stone giants has been able to survive and stay as long as it has.
Too. Very, very fascinating, and I translate quote unquote into Enos. While I'm speaking primordial, I'm just like, are we like trying to just scope it out, or are we trying to snag some goodies?
Right now, I think, I don't know. I mean, we've already lost Eleonora and Weyland, so there's I think it's better for us to just scope it out right now.
Okay.
I'm also not sure how much we're trying to take. Like, how much can we carry from this in broad daylight? I don't know if he thought this through very well.
Well, I'll let you know, good sir, that I can get us out of here in no time, so we can just grab whatever we can and be out of here.
We could do a 2-run, right? Like, we're in disguise right now, so if we grab some stuff, you get us out of here. We come back later to grab the rest.
Well, the guards would definitely be. Oh, sorry. I'm just me and my compatriot are having a conversation right now.
Yeah, Giltesh, when you look back over at Belmin, he's looking at you two suspiciously now.
Okay.
Because even through different languages, Eleonora and Weyland are still common names. So it's Eleanor, Weyland. And he now knows that that's the name of the 2 people that got taken out.
I didn't say their names.
Enos
Well,
I
to be
said it.
fair, he could be explaining, like, if Enos was like, oh, where did they go?
did. Yeah, I'm just saying he's kind of looking suspiciously as there's
This could
translating
be-
happening, and then it goes to those 2.
This could be
Yeah.
gossip about his dumbass
Like-
friend. And the
Like,
person
as,
taking care
as you're
of them.
speaking and you look back at him, he's a lot smarter than you're giving him credit for.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure.
Can well, no,
I
that
was
would be
gonna say,
metagaming.
I just as I'm looking to him, me and my compatriot here are kind of concerned about our friend because that hasn't really happened before. So while this is interesting, I do think we are going to have to call it a day.
Oh, that
we
makes
kinda
so
wanna
much
get
more
you back
sense.
on
I was
the-
very confused why other names were coming through within the language. But if you want to go and tend to them, then that should be fine.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be best if we at least go and take a quick. Are the tickets that we purchased, are those good for multiple entries in the same day, or is it we come back and get it?
Seeing that this was a medical emergency, I will personally pay for it if you do come back in the day.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And then in Primordial, I was like, we should go. And then say thank you so much for your time. Hopefully it was nothing, and we can be back within the hour.
Well, it is very nice to meet you all, and I do hope you've enjoyed your experience as quick as it was within the Museum of Freelance Magics.
Indeed. Thank you very much. What are you saying?
Oh.
What's up?
I'll speak a little louder and be like, we're leaving in Primordial. Because I think, if I remember correctly, because these guys done this before, that he can hear.
Not
No?
in fine familiar.
Fuck,
If
well,
he's
never
looking
mind.
through Ember's eyes, he has no vision or hearing.
I was gonna say,
Only
y'all gotta
tactile.
trust
God.
me,
Yeah, we
Then
gotta.
how
we
did
gotta go
Kai
grab him.
call to us when we were leaving?
'cause I left Ember there in place and then talked to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then-
oh.
Yeah,
Once
you
once
can
Ember
come back
saw
and
the
forth.
trap, that's
forget
when
how it-
Kai went, okay, what's going on? Trying to check back in.
Okay, that works.
yeah.
I was just like, wait. What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
for the
I was gonna, like,
continuity's
walk-
sake.
Yeah, because Ember can do tasks on their own. It's just when I'm looking through their eyes, I cannot interact with you guys really.
That's fine. I was gonna like walk up and kind of like tap you on like pat you on the back. I was like, I think it'd be best if we go check up on our friends. I don't know if that is perceivable.
Yeah, as long as you tap them, they do have tactile feel.
Yeah, just like a quick, just like pat on the back like a friend. Like, I think we should go. And
Okay.
check up on our
So
friend.
yeah, during that time, Ember had gone down the steps, and you see it goes into a fairly long hallway that goes even farther beyond Ember's vision. And you start to see
Okay.
boxes and stuff like that. Give me a perception check for Ember.
Word. Which I'm pretty sure Ember doesn't have the same. If I'm looking at it through my eyes, then am I using my perception or Ember's perception?
That's what I'm looking up right now. I'm trying to find the
Okay.
Ember stuff.
Because I know he does have a stat block.
Yeah, we'll just use the Ember stat block. So it would be a +2 to the perception.
Okay. Hey, okay, that's a 15.
You notice on this doorway, I believe, and I have to quadruple check my own work now. Yes, so on this doorway, you haven't seen this anywhere else, but about 5 feet up on either side of the end of where the stairs come down to, there seems to be some kind of tripwire effect going on.
So, like, right here. Where
Like
I'm
in
highlighting.
that doorway, Ember notices that there is a tripwire meant for people that are not dwarves.
Okay. I note that one too, and I can leave Ember for 5 hours, and I don't think we're coming back for the rest of today. I don't think. So I think I'll just dispel. No one's here to tell me otherwise, so I guess I'll dispel Ember.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I leave him for 5 hours, I don't think we're coming back later. I think we're coming back like days later.
Yeah, I guess the other thing of note is Ember can hear snoring coming from down here.
Okay. All right.
So on their first glance, they see the tripwire, they see that there's a bunch of boxes that are covered, and they hear snoring.
Okay. I'll dispel him. And I kind of look back up at Giltesh. In Primordial, I'll respond to him. Okay, if we're ready to go, then we're ready to go. And I follow him out.
Perfect. You guys all head out of the Museum of Freelance Magic.
Can I do a
Unscathed.
insight check on because you said that. I mean, I didn't catch that, so never mind. I'm gonna just keep walking. I was gonna say, can I insight check the dude to see if he's suspicious of us? But I was blind the whole time, so I wouldn't have known that. So I'm good.
Perfect. So yeah, you all exit back out into the city. You see the smog coming from the blacksmiths around. You can see the clouds going through the Rolled Hills district. You can see the spires that have been protruding out of the city, probably taking over businesses and stuff like that within the Steel Patch district. And you see a child just swinging from each one, just kind of gallivanting around. What do you guys want to do?
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that that's a thing that happens.
'Tis I, Giltesh. Over under on just banishing. Now that this offer is on the table.
Is this my first time seeing the child?
Most likely, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
we haven't seen,
this
we haven't seen-
in person and not as an illusion. Yes.
Yeah.
But they're
Like,
like
the first time seeing her in the
away.
city.
Yeah, they're throughout the city. Like they are quite far.
I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying that if they're from another plane of existence, like Willow was, and then if Willow was banished and then come back. I feel like that maybe the family could just come back, but I want to throw that offer on the table because they did come through a portal.
Yeah.
So
I think that idea is worth a shot at some point. We don't know if they can all make the portal here, or if it was just the mom and the dad almost fucked up, y'all. Yeah, I think that's worth a shot if we want to do this without shedding any blood. So maybe we can entertain that.
DM, would I know the over under on if somebody being mind controlled?
Over under.
Yeah. If somebody's being mind controlled and the person who's mind controlling them were to leave the plane of existence, would that break the mind control?
At super high levels, most likely not.
Okay. That's what I thought. I thought I'd ask though.
So 3 technical questions while they're having this conversation.
Okay.
So number 1, what does the outside of the museum look like in terms of like sidewalk, roads, walkways? How much room do we have here?
Out front of the building, you have about 20 foot of road.
Mm-hmm.
And the building face has this almost like in-out jaggedness to it, where in between the stuff that juts out are inlaid like sculptures of seemingly important people of all different races.
Mm-hmm.
So the street's about 20 feet wide. On the other side of the street from where you guys are is a little grassy patch that has trees and stuff like that in it, and that goes probably about 30 or so feet.
Okay, perfect. And then after that, it downsteps and we can see sort of like the rest of the city down there, and that's where we saw the girl swinging.
So the girl is like swimming up above you at this point, because you are basically dead center of the Steel Patch District.
Yes. But there is open air.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Next question. Looking above the museum, what is it like the same type of dealie, and there's like a building above it that would have the spiral staircase leading down into it?
Or from this angle, you can't see what's directly on top, but you do see like trees and shrubbery above the building.
Okay. I think I have a plan. We're gonna need a few things, but I can pull some strings. Let's walk and talk. I gotta go look up what's above us right now, but
Okay.
I think I got something.
As we're walking and talking, I look over at Weyland. Do you need me to take you up there? Or do you want to go? I might be a little too suspicious if I turn into an eagle and pick you up by my talons and fly you up there.
There's a ramp up here down this next exit. We'll take it up.
Yeah, like in between every single of these buildings has a staircase going up to the next floor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you don't have to fly really to get around.
But
it was just a funny visual in my brain. Yeah. It was like, God, it just smashed the fly.
Caca raises 15 feet. Here we go.
One thing that we have in spades is exits. We have a lot of ways to get out of here, and entrances as well. But it depends on how loud we're trying to be doing all this. So, looking up, like once we walk our way up there, looking at the building above in the step one right here above the museum. What kind of building is that?
That's a fantastic question. There's just so many streets and stuff like that throughout this. Everything.
If it's just a house, then this is going to be easy.
The houses are predominantly in the Rolled Hills district, which is why Seltra's building is kind of strange. It's not supposed to be in the Steel Patch district.
That's true. Yes.
Where's the places? There we go. Found it. Steel Patch has 27 locations. Let me see which one I want to choose. I'm just looking at the types. The building that you see appears to be a weird mix of a stonecutter's building and a woodcutter's building. It's some kind of furniture establishment.
Easy. Okay, yeah. Easy as pie. Alright. Alright. Is anybody like around us and like listening to us?
It is about 10 in the morning, so yes.
Okay. Yeah, so y'all wanna go somewhere private? Because I can break this. Yeah.
We can either go to my house or go to a place more private. I'm cool with either.
Here, let's do that real quick. Yeah, do we just bamf on over there?
Yep, you're there.
Yeah.
We're now in the planning stages, soon to hit the montage stage.
So, I got 3 plans. Option number 1, we're gonna go in quiet and at night. We go in through that woodcutter's building. I can shimmy that lock off, easy as pie. We're gonna find the way down, get through all that, right? If push comes to shove, y'all can use y'all's stone magic that y'all were talking about previously, and find that staircase for us, the loud way. But it might be quiet enough to where it won't alert the guards, because this place is going to be flooded with Cortazo guards at night.
Also,
But
Weyland, when I was looking around with Ember, I found a couple of traps. And there was someone sleeping down where the last place I looked. So multiple people might be living down there to like keep patrol, whether that's Cortazo or just guards in general. They always have eyes, is what I'm saying. And one was definitely a tripwire. The other one was a tripwire if you weren't a gnome.
If you weren't a shorter race.
If you were a shorter race.
Perspective's hard when you're a spider going down large stairs.
Yeah.
I can take care of those traps. I can get us into that woodcutter's stonemason place. But sleeping is what I love to hear. No better words in the common language, because that means that these guards are lazy. Which means a lot better chances of us sneaking past without having to kill anybody.
Which could also just mean that they are on a night shift and they sleep during the day so they can protect at night.
That's what I was thinking.
Which is also true. But we can still keep that in mind. Part of me thinks we're going to have to improvise when we get there. But we're going to need a few things to get this off the road. Number 1, there's currently a little bit of hot water going on in the factory workers of this city. I know a few people. I can get us a distraction if we want to go during the day. If we go during the day, I can, which is plan number 2, going during the day. Plan number 1 is going at night, getting in real quiet, and even if we get loud, we only have to deal with the guards in the building. And there's no chances of people coming in from outside. And then we just get out either the way that we came, or we'll have an escape plan outside the building set up the night before. Plan number 2, go during the day in costume like we did today. And this way it would be a lot easier for us to get what's in the main museum, but that's not where the money is. The main museum is for the spectacle of it all. It's for people to know something cool happened and for us to feel really good about it and maybe get some good gear, but the money, the gold, that's in the basement.
Also, there was upstairs there was another stairway while I was back there that went up, and that door was locked, and not like a normal like door that I could like crawl under. It was closed and shut, almost bolted from the top of the doorway to the bottom. Whatever they have back there, they don't want people who aren't supposed to be there back there. So there's definitely something there right now. I think I can spring that. Yeah.
Are we all up here?
Yeah. This is at Kai's house, round table, trying to discuss plans.
Okay. So the door that you saw that was bolted, what was it made out of?
Stone.
Stone. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think I can handle stone locks bolted. I feel like I can do that.
If we want to go during the day, my thinking is I can cast a silence spell, and we could, in theory, have that. Do we know the size of the main room, DM?
Yeah,
like where we walked in and there was like the bottle of like the smoke and the trapdoor on the blueprints? Is it like to scale?
Yeah. About
Oh,
40
okay,
by
cool.
50-ish.
Okay. Well, what I was thinking is, let me find the spell. 20-foot radius. So in theory, if we got a little bit closer to the door, I could cast the silence spell, and that can cover where that trapdoor is, as well as 10 feet in from the door, and we could, in theory, break the bottle to cause a smoke screen. We're silenced in the orb, and then we can get through that trap door at the back of the room.
I can do you one better. I have smoke bombs, and I pull out like 2 large orbs that are just like chock full of smoke concoction.
Then we could just use those.
I see an issue with this a little bit.
I do too.
Going through the door, or going through the door with silence. You said certain components of spells can't be used under the silence spell.
Correct.
So unless Weyland, you have a way manually to get through the door. Okay, then that's fine then. It's just
That is an immediate way that they're going to know something's happening if we're doing out during the day. And there's always guards around, even just what we saw today. And I feel like Belmin is much more capable than he is. I don't think he's just the tour guide.
Well,
could I repair it with Move Earth?
Could you repair?
The door after we get through.
It's made out of stone, right?
But if you
Potentially.
do a giant smoke bomb,
we're not
then-
doing the smoke bomb. That's
Okay.
I have better than that. So, I heard from numbers. Workers are on the verge of a strike. And I can get in there, I can manipulate some of the union bosses, and I can get that protest to happen right outside the museum. Perfect distraction. It's gonna be loud, it's gonna be rowdy. They might even try to get in. And if that happens, then we have all kinds of eyes looking at anyone except us. And it would cover our exit.
I'm fine with that. I can also cover our exit. I can get the 5 of us in and out, no problem.
It's just
I'm
we
gonna
can't
have
use weapons, right?
weapons. Why couldn't we
Yeah.
use weapons?
Because
They take what?
They take them. Not they take them. They just you're not allowed to bring in weapons, correct?
Oh,
Yeah.
I forget about that.
Yeah, but they didn't know you
Which-
had weapons last time because you were under an illusion.
Yeah.
Well, here, check this out. And I pull out a little, like a deck of cards, and I'm like, I throw it, and if there's like any like cutting board or wood or anything that besides stone in this house that I could stick to, it just boom into the thing.
If there's any
DM question.
styrofoam.
Would we have any indication that... Because I know that... so would I have gotten any kind of sense that Belmin or the guards are looking for people who are casting magic or have additional magic items?
They're constantly watching people. Like, they saw you cast Detect Magic, but they're kind of used to that. They want... Because there are a lot of nobles and stuff like that that will come in and check for authenticity within the museum.
I'm just saying, like, if I were to have an... like, for one of... like, if our weapons were magical... like, do they have additional detect magics going on probably to... Or I guess I'll just say this out loud. Like, I'm concerned that, like, they know what magic is and isn't supposed to be there. And if we go in with weapons and most of them are magical in some sort, that they're going to be able to detect them.
You have already done that, and you don't seem like you've gotten detected so far. And you had a magic spell covering what you look like, which is a very large illusion spell. So
Okay.
you have an idea that they don't have detect magic up at the moment.
At the moment.
If
So-
for whatever reason they do, whenever we try this again, Stone Shape can also create weapons. So
'Cause we are waiting for the Githyanki artifact, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
we're
It
doing
is
this
not the
have
target.
extra security.
It's not the target. We can
It's
do
our
that.
target.
We can get away without the Yankee artifact, but that would really be the just cherry on top of sticking it to these people. The Cortazos.
But what if it can give us answers about Dellen?
Which is what I want. Well, I don't know anything about that, actually.
I-
But I have no idea what that is.
Eleanor.
It might,
But-
and I like the idea. I hope we can get more information from Dellen from this artifact. So
No.
that's why-
More information about Dellen, our friend that
Disappeared.
died
Well,
at the beginning of all of
vanished.
this.
Yeah.
So we want that.
We
Got
do.
sucked back into the astral plane, most likely. I don't know.
All right. So we got 2
Had
days.
started all this.
Well, part
Yeah,
of him did, not all of him.
We got 2 days. And
Okay.
so Stone Shape, want to talk about that? That's plan 3. Plan 3 is neither stealth nor incognito. That's a smash and grab. We get in, we smash, we take, we leave, we get caught. That's where shit hits the fan. Because stone moving is very loud.
I think
If we wait a few days and we make a lot of noise, we also have the added thing of the longer we are here, the more chance there is that Order of Odium people get here. And if we're loud and get caught, that can turn very quickly into a bad situation.
yes.
Which,
So-
a little bit more clarification on that, because now that we're moving timelines around. If, like, this is the theoretical, if the Order of Odium was at the very bottom of this mountain, it would take them 3 days to get here. We don't know
And
where they're
the
coming
thing is
from.
happening in 2 days.
2 days from now, yes.
Okay.
So, I like the idea of causing a strike outside and using that as kind of a cover to get in and out without being caught. Because if we get caught, that's a problem. Which, if we get caught and are all thrown into the same room, I can help with that as well. But if we're separated, I can't help y'all.
What about the shrine that you have? That you
I have to. We all have to like hold hands.
Which is why I have 2 backup plans for escape. Backup plan number 1. All right,
Mhm.
let me pull up my list here.
Oh, God.
Yep,
My
you know
flow
it.
chart.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. So backup plan number 1, for 60 gold, we can get wait, no, 75 gold, we can get 5 goats waiting outside the building for us. We have those here instead of horses. We get 5 goats, riding goats,
Yeah, I knew that.
outside. We ready for us, already saddled and bridled. We hop on those and we scatter. We meet back up here. Or we could also do that for cheaper, and we have 60 gold for goats in a cart. But that's less weight that they can pull because each goat can only pull 480 pounds of weight, and a cart can only carry 960 pounds total. Or if we want to forego the weight thing, and all of us can carry the weight of our stuff on our own, this is my personal favorite. I think I can get Selcher to hook us up with gliders. This city
Oh.
is on a ledge. It's just open air out there, which is why I was checking for that. We hide those gliders in the bushes outside in the green. There's a riot going on up front. We just skirt past the riot because y'all are tall. Y'all can over. I'm nimble. I can get through. Rip the bushes off. Hang gliders and just fly back down. Landing's the hard part, but I believe in y'all.
How much
I
weight
love
could
it.
the gliders hypothetically carry? Because if it makes sense, we're going to be a little heavier than we are now.
Let me do an intelligence
Wait.
check real quick.
Go for it.
If we're going to, come out of there with all the stuff in our
Yes.
hands.
What happened
Yeah.
to all of my stuff that was on the boat?
Thank you, Eleanor, for saying that. I kind of go back into my room and I open one of the bags. And I come back. Here you go. This was on the boat. It kind of fell out of the space that you were in on the boat when you vanished.
I'm gonna just think Kai, and I'm just gonna grab the bag and just almost Mary Poppins style, just rummaging through the bag and pulling out little papers and little trinkets here and there that I just kind of collected on the way.
The,
Actually, well, I guess technically we would have pulled it out the when we were finding the Tiamat claw. So I guess I just would. We've already done that. Sorry. I'll just like start rummaging through my bag. Kai, was there another bag in here that you grabbed? You may have thought it was like a bag with like potions in it or something. It should have been in here.
Yes, I kind of like move deeper into my room and come back. I think this is the one?
I just imagine it looking like just like a little teeny tiny,
Yes,
almost like a dice pouch.
little pockets.
And I just like look
Yeah.
at it, and I'm just gonna reach my arm down in it, and you just see my whole arm like disappear into it. Well, I might need to dump some things out of this. I don't think we'll be needing an alchemy jar. I don't really remember what's in here, but this might help.
Okay.
So we had 2 bags of holding. I'm lost.
No,
we had
I'm
a-
saying like I had a big bag that I had.
Okay,
all my
you had
stuff
your
in, but since it was
backpack
a
that
smaller
had the
bag,
bag of
Yeah,
holding.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, my
bag
bag of
within
holding's
a
getting
bag.
heavy. Can I put
There's a
my
bag-
bag of holding inside your bag?
Yeah, there's
Nothing
a bag and a
bad can
bag
happen
and a
with
bag.
that, right?
But
Wait.
I do have a question about encumbrance with wild shape. Because when you wild shape, I think
Everything goes into the form.
yup.
That's gross.
Oh.
That's so gross.
Wait, so can you turn into like a
Kinda
fly?
gross.
Like you could be fully encumbered, turn into a fly?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Well, the fly's kind of not the greatest.
I would turn
thing,
into a
but,
fly.
yeah.
I'd probably turn into some sort of
Like an eagle.
I just
Yeah.
wanted a hyperbole there. Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
No,
I got
You know?
But,
I
you know,
rolled-
some people.
I rolled an intelligence check for knowing how much weight a hang glider could possibly carry. I did, unfortunately, for the sake of me looking like an ass, get a nat 20 on that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just googled how much a hang glider can carry. It's like 200.
200
much?
pounds.
Well, it's a real life one. Does that say 200 or 300? Or wait, does that say pounds or kilograms?
That's very important.
350.
That's like very-
Okay, 175 pounds is like the average, and the record is 350
Pounds?
pounds. Yes, not kilograms. I thought it was.
So that he
kilograms.
wouldn't even hold Enos.
Enos alone weighs more. Yeah, Enos is an
Alright.
easy 200.
Let me
So
take the
you
go.
can carry Eleonora with her breastplate right now.
How much is that? That's a lot of armor then. Jeez.
Unless we're talking magical hang gliders that just somehow can carry more, then
I'm still setting those up for
That's-
me.
that's not gonna work. Okay.
But to be back on track, Weyland, I think I don't want to speak for everyone. It seems like during the day is what we're doing, and if it comes down to it, based off of and Monty, the ruling is still up to you on that wild shape thing.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. So theoretically,
is
you
written.
could take 1,000 pounds on yourself, turn into a cat, and walk away.
Okay. So if it really comes down to it and we're able to put a lot of this stuff in there, just give it to me, and I can move freely.
Because it
issue-
essentially like does it essentially disappear?
Yeah, it just
into,
like goes
a-
into the form.
Yeah, it goes into my body.
So funny.
Well, in that way too, we could technically arm you with the bag of holding. Like I could tie it to you,
Mhm.
and then when you that way it's hidden as well. So if they're like, oh, we're looking for people who just stole a bunch of stuff. Well, like we don't have anything.
Yeah, we just
So
had this
just
lava
carry
cat
it.
following us.
Yeah.
Emotional support.
Well, in that
animal.
case, we would probably have to try to split up.
But we would go disguised either way, right? Since we're going in the morning. So here's what I'm thinking: we do a little
New
bit of
disguise,
column,
of course.
column B,
It can be a support
column C.
animal.
Yeah. You do a little bit of everything, you know. If shit hits the fan, it's got to be a smash and grab anyway.
Oh, be prepared to
But-
improvise.
I like the protest idea to distract, and then what we could do while there's a distraction outside, we could come in from the back with the silence and everything. Make sure we're staying quiet. Most of us know how to fight with our hands, not magically, like except Giltesh probably. But
Damn.
so if need be, if we need to fight, as long as we stay quiet and take out everyone in silence, it's better.
I
I
mean,
think.
I'm not that strong. And I, to be quite honest, am not comfortable actively trying to steal things. So how about we get in and I'll keep an eye out and try to keep any trouble away from you as long as I can. Especially I have ranged weapons. And that way too, if anything goes wrong, you will have a warning from me to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Yes, if you were to go with this cart idea, it would be good to have someone watching the cart, especially if there is a riot or something going around.
Jesus, how long have you been there?
This is by Varel, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How long have you been there?
Always.
You're not quiet.
I forget you're here.
They're also in my house. Always.
Oh my god.
For a second, I forgot we were in Kai's house, and I was about to be like, "Oh shit!"
Oh god. We're planning. There's royalty in here. We're planning this. Oh gods.
They know and they don't care.
I know it. The principle of it.
Ugh.
To hell with it.
But
All right.
yeah, I think we have a somewhat sturdy plan.
Okay. So let's go over the brass tacks just real quick. And also, if we want, we can split hairs. Some people infiltrate up top and get up top loot. Some people go downstairs, get downstairs loot. Or if we want to all stay together. What is y'all's opinion on that?
I think we could split up.
I mean,
here's the thing.
if
I'm
I
not very
stay
good.
to watch, you guys could go 2 and 2 on the inside, and we can figure out what entrance or where you guys want me to try to be a alarm for if you guys are running out of time and need to start skedaddling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can always pull the innocent little, "I'm sorry, I really just needed to get out of the crowd. You know, I am."
I was trying to
I
find a
can't
bathroom. That's why I'm up here with a bow and arrow.
I can't. Well, I likely will try to keep myself not. I mean, maybe as little arms as possible.
One more.
But
Oh no, continue, Eleanor. I'm sorry.
that was it. I just don't know how to end my phrases without being awkward.
It's okay. My last final thought about this, because I still think this plan is pretty sturdy for the most part. It's just if we're going with, or kind of sturdy-ish, we're better than where I thought we were going to be.
It's like a 6 out of 10 right now.
Right now. My thing is, if we go with me taking the bag of holding and taking all the stuff, I need to be covered. Like, because whatever I turn into to not be assuming can't take a lot of hits.
I've got you, Kai.
Okay.
I just need to know where you'll be, and I will be right behind you.
So, another
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Last thing. This will determine where you go. I'm gonna have to go through the up top because I'm gonna be the one who can pick that lock quietly. And or non-magically. Because that is a mundane door with a mundane lock. And so, I would like to have somebody with stone magic with me in the basement. Because in case shit hits the fan, we can always go to the south side wall. And somebody could just stone shape out of there, and that will blast us out into a building. Because that puts us on the same height, because this is Stepping Stone City. Here's museum, here's the building underneath, here's the basement, blast out there, and we're just in the building underneath.
That's either Giltest or me.
Okay.
Well, the other thing I'm going to say is also, I don't know how stealthy this can be because, Eleanor, you were looking at these cases earlier, and did the glass not have a magic spell on it?
That was the next
They did. They absolutely did.
So it doesn't matter if, like, we can be stealthy enough to get into our positions, but once we start taking things, alarms are going to be sound. Because I'm sure even if we were to dispel them, which we could only do so many, someone is going to walk around and be like, "Oh, this sword's not in this case anymore," and there's glass shattered all over the floor.
Well,
D&D
what I'm thinking is everything on the main level is in those glasses, and just from the amount of energy on them, they are going to be incredibly difficult to dispel all of them. I think our best bet is if we can get somehow in the storage areas, they're much less likely to be as magically protected.
I did see a bunch of boxes while I was in the basement.
Kai, give me a general intelligence check, because this kind of goes into your background a little bit.
I also want to ask, is the enchantment on that glass protected from magic, or could I smash it with a hammer?
You don't know.
For intelligence.
I want to say it seems kind of almost just like pure magic. I don't think it was necessarily glass casings. I want to say maybe it looked like just a sheer wall of magic. I could be wrong.
Did you say Arcana check or intelligence check?
Either one.
Okay, for Arcana, that is a 18.
Okay.
Oh, I lied. 17. My bad.
That makes the difference. No, it doesn't. When you were working at the Broken Anvil, Jarvan at one point was working on a project that was almost like a wire system to be able to magically amplify multiple things at once. The thing about that is it has a power switch somewhere.
Okay.
So if you can turn off the lights, you can turn off those boxes.
Okay.
Per
I
se.
kind of speak up during this is we need to find, there's usually a lever or some sort of box or some sort of item that kind of gives these magical display cases energy to be protected. And if we find that, dismantle it or break it down or just make sure it's not working, it would make that part a lot easier when it comes to taking things.
It sounds like oh, go ahead.
Sorry, if we're doing this in the middle of the day, though, I think it is going to be too complicated to try to do this during the day. I know there's going to be more guards around, but I mean, we saw then just even during the day, if those glasses shut off, the guards are going to immediately know something is wrong. And they're going to usher everybody out of there.
Well, they could
That's what I was
detect
going-
magic, though, could
Yeah,
they?
they would have no idea if you turned the power box off.
But wouldn't it be visible? Because
Nope.
you said it would shut all the lights off.
No, that was like my reference
That was
to
the
it. It's like
analogy
you
that he
you
made.
pull the lever and the lights go out on the magic. The lights would still be
Oh,
on.
Like, I figured there would be some kind of visual component of the magic on the casings. No?
Nope.
You don't hear the power
Oh.
go down.
I was gonna say,
That's-
I think Eleanor, when you did dispel magic, earlier,
Which we
the
didn't
only
No,
way-
we retconned that. We retconned
Oh,
that.
my bad.
Yeah, all we know is that they looked at the glass.
Yeah. Okay. Word.
And I could
So-
tell that there was magic coming from them.
Word. Okay.
So my thinking is Weyland and Kai go downstairs. Weyland, you get to the door. Kai, you can, pass without a trace. Make y'all stealthy, and then also turn to a cat. Y'all can clean out the bottom, and then you could. If I had to take a guess, this switch to the magic would probably be downstairs. It's not going to be just out in the open upstairs. So the second y'all turn that off, me and Enos can be upstairs, okay? And we can, and Eleanor as well.
Well, I
All
could
three
keep
of
my
us.
detect magic up so I can tell the moment it's off.
Ooh,
Exactly.
That's cool.
And then me and Enos just smash and grab while you guys make your way out.
Also,
Well-
I should turn into a cat at the very end, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
because
Yes, you should. Yes.
I
Yeah.
can't.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's change the plan.
Actually, Enos, how fast do you think you could dispatch? I don't want to kill the guards that are there. But
No,
if
no
you
killing.
and I work quickly, or even you and Giltesh, and I just start trying to grab things, do you think you'd be able to get the guards knocked out quickly enough or incapacitated? Or I don't have much, I think, as far as spells that would be able to hinder them.
Divine
Let's see.
smite.
Do I have magic circle? That'd actually be very helpful if I have magic circle. I'm pretty sure I do.
Isn't that the one that takes
Uh,
a minute to cast?
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, it would, because that's how I that's how
Yeah.
I basically died in the
How many times I gotta
Celestial
teach you
realm.
this lesson, old man?
Eleanor, do you use a bow or crossbow?
Both.
Here, and I reach into my crossbow bolt pouch and I toss one over. It is a crossbow bolt with a wooden cylinder head. It is not sharp. It only deals blunt force trauma, and it is meant to be a non-lethal crossbow bolt.
There's just one. There's gonna be.
I got tons of these. This is not just one. It's just proven that this thing does exist. In fact,
Can it only be used? Well, the only thing too is like, I would have to do it from far away, and if they got close, I don't have enough force to be able to knock someone out. I can't. I have a 0 strength, so literally my unarmed strike is a 1.
That's what I'm saying. Me and Enos can be there to help in that case.
I got one
but
of these.
you could
Yeah.
also probably like hop down with us, and you're. If I had to take a guess, I would assume you're faster than both of us. Sorry, I keep ripping.
You think
Oh.
I'm faster than you or Weyland?
I think you're fast. I think you, Eleanor, are faster than me and Enos.
No, I have my speed's only 30. Enos, I think, is actually faster.
Oh,
Are you faster flying? Have you flown?
No.
I haven't. Well, I haven't tried with the real wings, but before I only could fly as fast as I could run. It's not any better.
Okay.
And like I said, I've not actually really tried to fly with these. I don't know if they really. I mean, I'm assuming they work, but that would kind of be the last thing that we should do right now.
yeah. So because we know we're gonna prep all this and something's gonna go wrong, but
Obviously.
I think that
D&D.
the plan right now is for Weyland and Kai to go downstairs. Y'all do your thing. Try to find that power source for the rest of the stuff upstairs, and if that drops, we can smash and grab. And then the two of you just need to meet up with us, and then the 5 of us need to make contact, and I can get us out of there.
Okay.
And if all goes well, they won't even notice you smashing and grabbing, because hopefully at that point, the guards are going to need to go outside and aid as additional police force.
So I think their best plan of action. We will roll with the punches when they come, for the most part, but we have a basic layout that should work.
So we're all
Okay.
going to still have to try to sneak in, because I don't know if they would let people inside the museum go in if most of the guards are going to be busy trying to keep the strike maintained.
That will happen after we get inside.
But what happens if they try to usher us out?
Lock in, improvise.
I was gonna say, pass without a trace can make us stealthy in a crowd, or is that a different type of stealth, Monty? How do you?
That is
Charisma
such a
stealth?
bizarre question.
Oh no, it's like Assassin's Creed blending into the crowd stuff.
There's a difference between sticking to shadows versus like
Trying to go
moving
invisible.
people. Yeah.
Moving through people.
And like they would know we were in there.
Would that still be dexterity or charisma?
I would say you could choose.
Word. Okay. Period.
Love it.
Then we should
Alright.
still be fine.
We need to have a plan for if everything hits the fan and we need to run and meet up later, not at Kai's house, because there's too many connections to the Broken Anvil tunnels. Where are we meeting if everything goes wrong?
Oh hell.
I usually go to Seltra's.
Okay.
And
That
if
works.
everything does, again, we can just meet up somewhere. It can be as far away as possible, and I can still get us back.
We can go
I
to
just
Brooklyn.
We
did
just need to know where we're going to meet.
Yeah.
What about that bear bar that we went to?
Yeah, I was thinking about the bar. For no particular reason.
But walking in with a bunch of equipment might be a little.
Yeah.
Strange.
Well, no, we could just meet in the back of the bar.
Well,
Not inside
Kai
the
would
bar.
have
How-
most
there's
of
no
it.
backside of a bar in the city, Enos. They're
Yeah,
all
no,
front-facing
it's-
walls.
I think
Oh,
Seltra's
okay.
used to this. I think
I
she
need
would
to
be
remind
okay
you.
with us going there, and not a lot of people go. It's a top floor of a building. Not a lot of people are there, anyways. Besides her.
Okay. I feel like unless anyone has questions, I think.
Nope, let's do it.
hell
Alright.
yeah.
So,
We'll get into the
I-
montage part after we take a break.
all right.
So think about how you're going to assist in the next 2 days in getting everything planned and put into position. Then we'll come back.
Mhm.
When we come
All
back.
right.
I just thought about something which has nothing to do with that. I was just thinking, we're saying a cat or something unassuming, but to be completely honest, if it really comes down to it and we're like in smash and grab zone,
Gorilla!
I was gonna say, yeah, gorilla or some sort of like fast animal, like tiger, panther, whatever, something
Oh
that
my
could
God.
take a hit and just zoom out of there.
And get
I
through a
figured
door.
you'd just be an eagle.
Or an eagle, yeah, and get through a door.
Badger!
Oh yeah. And then I can burrow through.
Probably
Yeah.
not. This is
How fast do
stone.
you burrow?
Isn't stone, not dirt, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm also taking polymorph with me just in case I get got for a if I get got using a wild shape for something else unexpectedly. I also have polymorph with me just in case.
Our planning break after planning during the episode. Who wants to go first during the montage of trying to get stuff done? You're talking about surveying the area some more, talking to the union workers, potentially going shopping. Who's doing what and when are we doing it?
I can talk to the union workers first and also ask Seltra for one glider for me that I'm going to hide in a bush and 2 sets of carts and 4 horses or
Okay.
goats.
What does that leave for everyone else?
I will not get the goats or the carts.
I'll go to the magic shop
Okay.
and try to get some more speaking stones. Or just like any other way to magically communicate with each other, whether it's a scroll of mine, whatever. I want to see if there's any way to see if we can get some sort of communication network going on.
Okay.
I'll go kind of the magic shop as well, just to look around for shit. And I guess I'll get glass cutting tools.
Okay.
Are you getting them for everyone or just you?
Mm-hmm. For
Word.
everyone. I'm going for everyone.
Word.
All right. So someone would probably have to get the goats and or the carts.
I can go and do that.
All right.
And does that leave the gardens?
I guess that would leave searching the upstairs area or surveying.
Eleonora?
But we were talking about just kind of keeping an eye on the top of the building to know if
Well, we
Like,
still have to
people
search the
come-
top of the building to know where the other entrances actually are.
We just know they're in the gardens somewhere.
If you want to go and peruse.
yeah, I'll try to be not conspicuous.
If
Is
anyone,
this during like the day between the?
yeah, this is either during the end of this day or the entire next day that we have.
This is days between. This is our prepping montage.
Yeah, I
I can-
can go. Ideally, probably not by myself.
I'll go with you. if I
Because
have the
Bivrel
time.
is offering, like, I don't have anything to do. The sunlight doesn't bother me. I can go with someone if need be.
If you'll go with me, that's fine.
All right. Continue to stretch my legs after everything that's been going on. Like that idea.
And I can still give you the hat of disguise if you want to hide your wings.
Yes, please. That might be a good idea.
Depending on what day, because we have seeming for 8 hours, right?
You'd have it for about 5-ish more hours today.
Okay. So depending on if they want to go now or they want to go later, but you can still have the hat in disguise. So I'm gonna
Yeah, I'll
unequip
just
it
keep it with me.
because it is attunement. It is an attunement item, so just letting you know. I will unequip it from me.
Perfect. Who wants to go first?
I have the most to get done, so I can go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
We'll do
Yes,
it somewhat quickly, but yeah.
So, heading to the Union boss's place, which I can only imagine is Steel Patch District, correct?
It would be in the Steel Patch District. There are 2 main blacksmiths within the Steel Patch Steel Patch District. There's the Gentrakis Hammer, which Gentrakis is the name of the mountain volcano you're on. The other one is Cloud Shaper. They are on either side of the district.
Okay. I'm going to go to Gentrakis first, or like Gentrakis, and on the way there, I am going to use my disguise kit to disguise myself as, like, put a fake beard on and disguise myself as a working dwarf.
Perfect.
And I'm going to go into the Gentrakis place and be like, I need to speak to the boss. I need to speak to him now.
Okay. Yeah, like, looking at the front of this, the door to enter into this is about 20 feet in height. I'm just going to go through the descriptions pretty quickly.
Yes.
Since it is on one of the edges of the road, it does not have a rooftop to it per se, but it does have large, like, almost heat vents at the top. Going in, there are many carts that go throughout. I believe, yes. And in the center of this chamber is a large red-skinned entity that has these large metal gauntlets on them.
I go up to the entity and I'm like,
He is not the boss, but
oh,
I'm just like describing the general room. It has many floors, yada yada yada, and this large
Yeah.
entity in the middle who has this large harness that goes around it, but has covered in chains. That is almost like a chassis to it. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And you get brought over to one of the dwarves. Yeah, what do you want?
Sure. I just got terrible news. The Kutazo family, they're going to use their riches to strong arm us out of the blacksmithing gang. They're going to make their own chain of blacksmiths. Now's the time to strike. I know we've been thinking about it for a while. And look, there's the perfect opportunity. Their museum, the Museum of Freelance Magic that they use, they're having an unveiling ceremony in 2 days.
That is interesting. They have been able to buy out a lot of our people recently, so money has been a little bit tighter coming in.
We're drying up like a desert, sir.
Yes, and to be able to feed our main beast is not an easy task for money, that's for sure.
Is it a dragon?
It's not a dragon. I'm trying to remember
Okay.
what it is.
I'm like, is they just have a dragon heat?
No. Huge entity, red skin, large arms. It is basically a fire elemental.
Okay, I'm so glad Kai isn't here.
It
Yeah. I'll
is
keep that in
something
mind for later.
a mix between a giant and an elemental.
Okay. Sir, we have to. Now is the time. Rally the troops.
Give me a general persuasion check.
Oh, love a general
With
persuasion check.
advantage.
Love one of those
Let's
too.
go.
Remember the Alamo. Like this is
Sir,
what it's doing.
Sir, the Alamo! You have to dirty 20.
Right. It does take some paperwork to do, but this family has been a pain in our side for the longest time. I can get it expedited. We'll be there in a couple days.
Yes, sir. Hopefully between these specific hours.
Between this time slot. That's very specific.
When the sun is here and here so that the shadows perfectly, sir.
Ah.
On your glorious mane.
Mhm. Perfect, perfect.
Okay.
You start to walk away. Who is that guy?
And on my way to Seltra's, I'm going to go up to 3 different street vendors, an alcohol vendor, a rag vendor, and a torch vendor, and just tell them, hey, I hear there's going to be like a cool party happening. Now's the time to sell some alcohol. Hey, these people are going to need. I think you'd want to help them clean up their messes over by the museum. And the torch guy's like, hey, I think sales. I think you. Like, you know, they're gonna need some fire, and then I'm gonna walk off, like, to each of those, and, like, hand them, I don't have a lot of gold, 3 gold each.
They look at you, take the money, cock their
Just
head to
leave
the
it, just-
side.
Just on the way, like, hey, you know,
Huh?
and leave, take the beard off, another guy with, like, the same makeup, but no beard, do the same thing, remove the makeup, same outfit to the torch guy, and then drop the outfit on the way to Selch's in my regular clothes, grapple hook over there.
Amazing.
Mhm.
You get to Seltra's. They're working on their next project. What?
Hey, picture of a glider. Can I have this in 2 days?
1.5 and whatever you have in your pocket.
All right, that's 4 gold. I'm also taking stone cutting tools on my way out. Bye. I go to my pile. I cutting tools and I backflip out the window.
Okay. I need leather. As like she's calling out to some of her workers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you still have to go to Cloud Shaper.
Cloud Shaper. Oh, that's the other
The other blacksmith.
Okay, yeah. Back flipped out. Grappling hook.
The lower end of the district, which is really close to Saltros.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Taking notes on that fire elemental because I'm sure
Yeah,
people want to know about that.
I
later.
feel like I wrote other important stuff about that creature, but I don't know where those notes are. Small foyer. Oh god, I wrote this so long ago. Yeah, so there's a small foyer, and this place is a lot more uniform than the Hammer was. This one has a sign-in board, and as soon as you walk in...
Oh, so this is a lot more official.
This is much more formal, yes.
Okay, yeah. So completely different disguise here. Still different dwarf disguise, but very well-trimmed beard. And a lot more like, instead of dirty apron, it's a lot more clean, big old apron, big old gloves. Go up to whoever's at the signing board desk. Excuse me, sir, I need to speak to the boss, and it is quite urgent.
And they look at their sign-in sheet. Is this one of you?
Yes, Gordwin Stonehammer, right there, that's me.
Perfect. You're about 4 hours early, but I don't think the boss will care that much.
Boy.
Head on in.
Okay.
As you
Yeah.
go in, you
Oh
can
my
see
God.
that there are 4 forges in here that go along the 2 walls, and they have these long pipes that seem to be going and have this pastel pink liquid going through them.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah. Other words that I'll read if we ever go back to this building. But really cool forges. Like, if you saw Arcane, it kind of looks like that stuff. That was kind of the inspiration for this building.
Yes.
You do meet up with the boss in charge. And what is it that you need from me?
Boss. What's the name of the mountain again? It's
Gentrakis.
The Gentrakis Forge and the Cortazos are poaching our men, our workers. They want to take us out of the market. Us with our sophistication.
I have been noticing that a lot of our not as smart employees seem to be disappearing.
I saw
giving
them.
they say 2-week notice, but I don't know if they can count that high. So
I
they
saw
keep
them walking
disappearing.
the street with dirty aprons and soot-covered gloves.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I hear they're going to be striking in 2 days outside of the Cortazos.
It's so crazy that your microphone just keeps cutting out at these really important times.
I don't know why. I hear they're going to be striking in 2 days outside of the freelance magic community.
Well, we have to take it to where it hurts for them. We will make sure we're nice and clean, nice and proper, and we will see them on the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, bureaucracy, and I leave.
Huzzah!
I didn't think.
Oh my
whatever the name you gave, I didn't remember them being a man.
Gordwin Stonehammer?
Yes, I did not remember them being a man the last time they saw me, but good on them.
We love that.
Yes,
They're putting in that overtime.
correct.
Polymorph.
And then we move to whoever wants to go next.
I'll go.
Perfect.
Go down line. I got it.
This will be pretty quick. You're just getting the goats and carts, right?
Yes.
You stay within the Rolled Hills district. You find a rather large farm towards the very bottom of the Rolled Hills district at the very edge of the city. And you see plenty of goats there. And a man just kind of staring at them.
Oh, are these your goats?
Yes, they are.
Are
Finest goats
they're-
around.
They're very fascinating creatures.
They're huge. The sizes of horses.
They are indeed. They look like they're pretty strong, are they not?
Oh, yeah.
About like you know, you willing to part with these goats for a little bit?
Yeah, that's what they're for. They're for transferring stuff anywhere in the city and or outside the city for a higher price.
Well, this will only be within the city.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, me and my compatriots, just need some riding goats, and it'd be easier if we had a cart. Some of them are a little bit younger, so we don't want them, you know, bouncing around and might fall off.
They finally turn to you. Ah, fascinating.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
You're not going to eat them, right?
Oh,
No.
Love
That
that.
honestly,
If
I'm
so,
quite offended
I-
by that.
we could breed them special if you do prefer lamb or anything like that.
No, I don't want to know about your breeding policies. I just want to know how much it would be for, say, okay. Back to Montauk, back to discussing how many goats do we need?
So if you were to get 2 carts, which would carry about roughly 2,000 pounds between the 2 carts, it would cost 30 gold per.
Per cart or per goat?
It would have to take 2 goats, so I guess it would be 60 per. That's what it would actually come out to.
Okay. Well, as much as I appreciate the stereotyping, I do believe I would just need about 4 goats and 2 carts.
It can be easily done. I'm sorry if I offended you. I just know that
It's-
Lilith
I
gets
just
a
hope we,
lot of fresh meat, especially recently.
You don't have to. Wait, what was that?
Lilith getting fresh meat?
Lilith.
The
Getting
guard
fresh meat.
captain?
Yeah. Do we know why she's getting more fresh meat?
She seems to be angrier and, in the nicest way, more primal.
Okay, so we're just continuing with this.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so, how much would it be in total?
It'd be 120.
Oh, how about 100?
For my transgressions? Yes.
Oh, we love it. Thank you, kind
allyship
sir.
right there.
That's right.
How long do
Good
you
night.
need these? as well?
Dragonborn reparations. Huh?
How long would you need these? It'd be 100 if you wanted to keep them for the week.
100 apiece?
No, just 100 total if you need them for the week.
Oh yeah, I just need it for the week. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
I'll give him 105.
Amazing.
Dragonborn reparations is crazy.
That's the funniest
Anyway.
thing.
In this
It's
world, they're
Sunday.
one of the rarest creatures.
No, you're so right. It's just the fact that is actually something that's said with context. I love D&D so much.
That's a 6-foot joke. That's a 6-foot joke for sure.
It's like, imagine being this guy where you've seen one other dragonborn in your life, and a second one magically appears. It's like,
Multicolored at that.
yeah, I know. It's like, what the hell? Yeah. 2 carts acquired. To the magic shop?
The magic shop.
Alrighty. What's that place called? It's something... I should know it off the top of my head because it has a cool name. Damn it.
I remember it having a cool name too. I'm not gonna lie. To
Johnny Spellstorm?
Inventory of the Enchantress.
you.
Uh-huh. So, walking up to this beautiful building, it has a garden of flowers that have light resonating throughout them, and many beautiful, almost mesmerizing colors. The front of the building, the windows have little small illusory creatures that are walking or flying around them that emanate out onto the street. So it's just like fairies and stuff like that are just in the street in front of this building. The door of this building is made out of heavy glass. Walking in, hanging from the roof are many chandeliers made out of gold that don't contain candles but instead small glowing magical essences of different colors. Along the walls are many different objects that appear to have many kinds of film covering them. Towards the back of the room is a well-crafted desk with engravings depicting many schools of magic, and a lovely elven woman is sitting at the desk. Ah, hello.
Hello. I am looking for a scroll or maybe an item
All right.
to create like a network of communication.
Ooh, that's a very expensive thing to start off with. Very interesting.
whether it's, I know speaking stones are a thing, but if you have it by magical means, I also want that to be part of the conversation. If it's a scroll wise as well, something that lasts.
All right.
Not like
I have two potential options here. One is a lot cheaper than the other.
Okay.
Which one would you want to hear first? The cheaper or the more expensive option?
Let's hear the expensive one first.
All right. The expensive option would be the spell scroll of telepathic bond. It would be about 4,000 gold pieces.
Okay. How many? And that telepathic bond, is that one person or is that multiple?
I believe it connects up to about 6 or so. I don't remember off the top of my head, sadly. It's a very rare one to have come across.
Okay. What's the cheaper option?
The cheaper option is we have these, and she pulls out a kind of short wand. This is a wand of messaging. I only have 2 of them, but these would be cheaper. They're about 300 gold apiece.
We kind of look at the rest of the group. How long does the telepathic bond last for? And is there a certain range or?
Again, this is out of my expertise per se. I think it has a decent time, and the range I think is infinite, but I do not know. Again, I've acquired it. I do not know how the spell works in its particular.
All right. Let's go with the expensive one then.
All right. And just to make sure, you are a magical practitioner.
Oh yes. I am a. Is it okay if I'm a druid?
Yes, as long as you have the magical capabilities to cast, it makes it easier and makes it so that the ramifications of not casting it successfully are lowered.
Okay. I look at her, and to not take up any more time, I look at the money I have in my pocket, and I'm just like, I run back home, get the extra money that I have in my safe, and then come back, and I'm like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, you do the IOU while she starts talking with Enos. And do you need anything?
What did I come here for, actually?
Girl, you tell me.
I don't know. I was gonna help you, actually, just kind of for the telepathic stuff. I don't know what we're doing.
Fantastic.
I would, because it'd be cool just to have, if I use it or not. No, like a potion of haste.
I'm not an alchemist by means. I have items, not alchemy-related potions and such.
Is there an alchemist in the city?
Yes, there would be the Witch's Cauldron.
Cool.
A little bit farther down.
Cool. I will go over there, but I was gonna ask Kai if you need help. I also have quite a bit of gold.
For your
if you got
potion?
No, for the telepathic thing, because it's for all of us. So I mean, I can.
That's fine. On me right now, I have 2,544. If you want to do the other half, so I don't have to do an IOU, that's fine.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we can do 2,000 each, so you don't have less. So you're not walking around with no money.
Okay, that's fine by me.
I'm currently walking around with 0 gold. And I'm particularly happy with it.
If Weyland heard the amount of money Kai has in that safe, I would have been robbed.
I would have turned coat. Left the continent. Smoked Cubans with the elves.
Yeah, there you go. 2,000 gold out of my inventory.
Weird.
Right.
I gotta take 2,000 gold out of mine too.
And just to expedite stuff, you go to one of the random shops throughout the town. And how many of the glass tools are you getting? Because the only glass tools I see are glass blowers tools, which aren't necessarily glass cutting tools.
That's true. I saw that as well.
But I feel like they would have some. I'll just ignore it. It would probably be under thieves' tools per se. So however much thieves' tools would be.
Oh, I have those.
If we're splitting into groups of 3, I think just 3. Well, we're splitting into 3 groups. I don't know how to talk.
Are you asking that, or is that what you're? Oh, you're okay.
Like, how many thieves' tools do you guys want to buy?
Yeah, because Eleanor is gonna be lookout. Weyland and I are going to
bottom.
be at the bottom or doing our thing, and you guys are team smash and grab.
Cool. So just in case shit hits the fan, I will get 3.
Also,
So each group can have one.
kind of, it's a question, but also it's so cool if you say no, fuck you. But if for mold earth, since glass is something that comes from the earth, okay, that is fine by me.
We are not glass spending, apparently.
I just had to shoot my
75 gold
shot.
for the thieves' tools.
75, got you.
Shooters gotta shoot.
75 gold. Shooters gotta shoot.
And then you want to go to Witch's Cauldron, right?
Yeah. I just want to see if they have a potion of haste.
I have not written a damn thing about it. Perfect. Instead of this building having a front facing, it's actually on top of where the allotted space would be. So it is actually in the garden on top. Many trees that have different fruits and stuff on it. It almost seems like they've been cross-pollinated to have bearing many different types of supplies needed. There's a large cauldron in the middle, and a palish green-skinned dwarf is sitting there working amongst. And what would you like from my shop?
I was just wondering, because I've seen people do it. I'm not really a magic person per se. Just wondering if you had like a potions of that would make me faster, be able to hit faster, run faster, something of that nature.
You're asking for my expensive stock. Are you rich enough to partake?
Well, it depends how expensive you're talking about.
Well, it would...
I have quite a bit of gold,
And how much would quite a bit be?
See, let's talk about how much it is first, and then we'll see. Right.
It could be pushing about 3,000 gold pieces.
Ugh. Never mind.
Wait, for one potion?
Potion of speed, very rare.
Hot damn. Those things were like candy in Baldur's Gate.
yeah. They were.
Yeah, but those aren't... I guess they are haste. No, they're actually stronger than haste, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like second action, doubled speed, like those things.
They're weaker, I think, because they only last 3 turns. The ones in
That's
Baldur's
facts. They only last 2 turns.
Gate.
Steal it.
Well, I got about half of that.
Oh, that's a shame then. Goodbye.
This lady is so awesome.
Is this...
Does this old woman look weak?
No, I wasn't going to say that. I did find something strange a while back. I don't know if maybe you could use it or we could use it for negotiation. I have a spear note in my thing. I don't know what it is. I know it's like a grass like thing, but I'm probably never gonna use it.
A spear note.
It's like an alchemy thing. Yeah, it says lasts for an hour. For the duration, you cannot be knocked prone, but is highly addicting.
It's just a drug.
I think I got it in the Underdark.
Yes, actually, I do remember this in the Underdark.
It's a moss that I got from the Underground.
Yeah, I remember this because I was with you as Winter, and it was in a church, and we saw a bunch of drugged out people on whatever we had in there.
Really just pulling all the stops, huh?
This is technically
Drugged out on Maine.
This is technically rare up here, but it is an alchemy type grass. There you go.
Want to see it?
Not the wiggling thingies. Ugh.
It kind of like almost messes with it, like as if it's Play-Doh, because it is old at this point. 2,700.
I still only have about 1,000.
Then you're too poor for me.
Tell you what, I'll sell you the spear note then for the 300 you're offering, because I'm not gonna use it anyway.
Oh, where is my money? Like, kind of like scuttles away, lifts open a tree, Oh, there it
While
is.
she's gone, take it.
She never showed it. Who knows if she even has one?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Could
fleecing
just be
your ass.
bullshitting. Yeah.
And hands you a bag of gold.
Awesome. I'll trust them. I'm not gonna count it.
It's one
But
gold
I
short.
might be back. I might
It's
be back
100 short.
It's
Damn.
one gold short.
tomorrow.
Oh,
I
one
might be back
gold
tomorrow.
All right.
America
Boy.
rule.
So the last thing is to continue with Bifrel and Eleonora on surveying the above portion of the museum. You all travel back over, depending on which day you want to do this, Eleonora.
Either day is fine. I wouldn't mind having more time with Bivrel because I also have selfish questions to ask her.
Yep, but this is a montage.
I know.
You all...
But I mean, more just so I could talk with her again to start building a relationship to ask a favor. So it could be either day, I don't mind. Whenever, I guess, their schedule would work better. God, I sound like I'm in school. Whatever your schedule.
Yeah, it'd probably be the second day. You all go
That
onto the
works.
street above the Museum of Freelance Magic, and you see the beautiful garden that's above. Several trees. You can see that there's a stone shed towards the middle of it, and a bunch of bushes and stuff. And do you know where these entrances are supposed to be?
Somewhere on the top, apparently, but we're not quite sure. I don't know why Jackson is pointing. Did I miss something on that? I don't have my notes with me, so correct me if I'm wrong.
I pointed at the other monitor that I have, and then that no, the other monitor, and the other monitor has the map open.
Okay.
So I'm just being a jackass.
Oh.
Give me a general
just-
perception check while out here. Bivrel on fire today.
15.
That's better than Bivrel's Nat 1. Looking
They're
in...
still recovering. Give them a break.
Yeah, and they're not used to bright light. They're not a drow per se, but they don't like the light. They're used to staying in the dark. Looking in, nearby the shed, on two of the trees, there's a hammock that just seems to be blown in the wind at the moment. You can see a couple people are just passed out around the shed. And, just kind of around, there's like, you can hear movement of birds and or like small rodents kind of moving around as well. Going in, you can see, and like gauging off of the map plans, you notice that the two entrances that don't seem to make much sense on the maps, the top left and the bottom right entrances, they seem to be almost amongst large bushes, where this spiral staircase is directly where this shed seems to be.
Where the... like underneath the shed?
It most likely would be underneath the shed, yes.
And you were saying one of the other ones looks like it might be under the bushes?
The other two seem to be where bushes are most propagated.
Ivril, do you have anything spell-wise that would allow me to investigate these a little more conspicuously without drawing attention, either invisibility or...
Not particularly at the moment, seeing as where it's the middle of the day and there's 30 plus people around.
Fair. Well, let's just take a little stroll around the park. I don't have much to give you shade. I'm sorry the sun is uncomfortable.
Well, there are plenty of trees. Just the walk up here was quite annoying.
Well, I mean, we don't have to. I'd just like to get a better idea of if those locations are probably what we're looking for. I mean, I would assume they are. They match up to the map, but...
It seems like drunks really like to stay around those locations, as you are, like, walking around and talking to each other very quietly.
Can I do an insight check to see if they're actually drunk people or if they're just placed there as people
Sure.
to keep eyes out? $15.
On one of them is just absolutely asleep right now. The other one is fake snoring and has one eye open, looking around, closes it, snores, one eye open, looks around. So seems to be surveying the area while looking to be portraying a drunkard.
Fuck. And detect magic is a visual spell, isn't
Verbal
it?
and somatic, I believe.
Oh, so there's no...
Somatic is a verbal, out loud. Somatic is moving your hands and doing large gestures.
But there would, like, not necessarily like a...
The whole visual effect thing is very dependent on the character.
I guess mine would technically, even though I'm probably wearing the seeming, I think it would still probably be too risky. So I won't do detect magic, but I'll just kind of note it and be like, that one's not actually asleep. So it might not be as easy as we think it is to get into the top entrance.
That's definitely good information to know, so we should explain that to the chuckle fox that we're working with.
Tell me about it. I still can't believe they destroyed another gem, but you know.
Yeah, it was quite spectacular from what I heard, as I saved them from the bottom of the ocean.
Thank you for not letting them die, although I'm sure it was very hard to not let them do so.
They owed me money.
That's fair. I very much understand that.
Yeah.
I hope they weren't too much trouble while I wasn't here to keep them.
Nothing I can't handle working under the king and queen.
That's fair. That is very fair.
So, going back to Giltesh, where are you storing these carts?
Would I know if Kai has anywhere per se?
You have the garden up top. That's kind of where Weyland's been sleeping.
Yeah, there's a garden up top, or I don't want to bring it back to the Broken Anvil, but the Broken Anvil has a backyard area where sometimes they work on stuff out there.
That's not true.
Or like a terrace, I guess.
That's also not true. You are very much inside the mountain. But it is not uncommon to have carts out on the street, because a lot of people use carts to move around with their little trinkets and stuff like that. So it's not not an oddity.
Okay. I'll just leave it up.
So, yeah, I'll leave the carts out front, and if the goats can stay up in, like, the garden part, is
Yeah,
that
you could probably have,
possible?
like, the leads attached to Weyland's tree and stuff like that.
Yeah. This was Wayland's idea, so the goats can stay up there.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
You all reconvene. If you have any other, like, information you want to give to everyone, as Bivrel just sits back and watches before we go into the last long rest before the heist.
Now that I have the scroll, do I know the duration now?
Sure, look up the spell.
Word, okay.
It's just a matter of successfully casting it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not worried about that then.
So what's the full deal with the garden doors? Were they like? Was it like they weren't like magical? Were they?
No, it seems as though at least two of them were hatches hidden by bushes, but they seem to have a drunkard nearby that is most likely working with them.
Okay, that's.
And then there's the shed that most likely has the spiral staircase that goes into the back area.
Gotcha.
But you'd have to get into the shed, and it again has a person outside of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. As I am looking things up. What level is that spell? 5th?
Telepathic bond is for an hour. I relay to everyone.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Word.
So if everything goes as planned,
It is
then
5th. Okay.
hopefully that does what we need to do.
So we do all of this within the confines of telepathic bond. So in theory, we're only in here an hour.
Yeah, at most. And then at worst, we can give, because we have the one set of sending stones.
We have two, don't we? We have two sets.
One set goes to who knows where.
Yeah, so we have one set of sending stone. Because we gave it to Master Flower.
Fuck, that's true. Well, damn.
So theoretically, there should be no mishap casting this spell, is what I'm learning. Because you have 6 level spells, so you would not be able to mishap this.
Okay.
Unless I cast. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, does it consume a spell slot to cast the spell? No? Okay.
That's why spell scrolls are great, because they don't cost anything.
Word.
It's like 4,000 gold.
And then just to clarify, when we're done, if things go wrong, where are we meeting up again?
Seltra's if things go wrong, here if things go right.
Okay, so here's my thinking is also, we need to return these carts at some point. So I'm thinking whenever we get these things, right, we can hop on the carts and then start heading back towards where I got them from. Presumably, even if like we are getting chased, we can start driving. Y'all get within 5 feet of me. I teleport us back to Kai's place. Carts are at the farm. They're already paid for.
All right, that works.
So
Works for me.
I love that that's the thought process. Like, that tells me so much about your new, how lawful or chaotic and or good or bad you are.
Do we know how we're going to
Thank
get these
you.
to numbers?
I think he's gonna just pick and choose what he
Or
wants.
how
so
you're
we're gonna
going to have
hide.
the storage to hold everything.
Storage we kind of found out. We have the small bag of holding, but after we jam as much as we can into there, it's going to be attached to me, and I'm going to wild shape.
Alright. Who's to say there's not going to be giant items that can't go into the bag of holding? What happens then?
There probably will be.
It probably will be.
We're not going to be able to take everything.
I don't think we need to take everything.
My haversack, does that go through weight, or I think it only goes through weight instead of what's it called? It cannot be more than 2 cubic feet. Okay. Or no. It cannot be more than 8 cubic feet large.
And it can only hold up to 20 pounds.
It can hold up to 120 pounds.
Yes, because it has 2 secondary ones, that's right.
Yes.
Alright.
Right.
I think. Are we still? I'm trying to think. We don't have. Yeah, we can't take everything, so we're gonna have to leave some stuff.
That's fine.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
No more time for thinking.
Yeah, we meet up and go straight
Time
to
for
numbers
action.
after we meet up. Time for action. Everybody sleep on it.
Alright. You all take a long rest.
Ooh.
Don't even think
Long
I'd
waist.
change anything.
No.
I gotta mark off the
This
dates.
is a lot.
We're going to
Oh.
die.
Let's go! At the very least, Giltesh will survive.
That's right.
Unless he gets killed first.
Fuck! Damn it! I forgot about that!
Yeah, I don't know.
Forgot about that little caveat.
That he can die!
So the morning
And
arises.
if he could die.
You hear the birds. Weyland, your hammock has been eaten by the goats.
Oh, fuck. I'll remove the.
You
I'll
wake up
remove that
on the
from my
ground
inventory.
surrounded by goats.
This isn't the worst place I've woken. And I move into the home
Yep.
and have a quick breakfast of coffee and cigarettes.
You see Sabo Calder walks out in a robe. Alright, do you all need the disguises again? Do you want different disguises?
Different this
Different
time,
would
I think.
probably be best. Yes.
Yeah, we
I'll
kind
do
of
my
made
own. It
a-
trips me out whenever there's an. I don't like illusions on me.
All right. Cast seeming on all of you. You feel the magic surge through you. You can almost feel your bones rattling as the energy powers through you. And you can look however you want. I'm not gonna do it again.
Cool.
Well, technically, for the people who are going to be going downstairs, you would probably want to be smaller sizes.
It doesn't change how actually tall you are. It just changes how you look.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Sorry, I forgot.
All right, Kai, sit down. I got this bone saw.
I did offer that once before. I only really want to do it to Enos's knees, but I can try anybody's.
Oh heavens!
I know I'm tall, but we're not going to start cutting parts of me off just yet.
And so we're all aware whenever we go in, if we're talking to anybody, do not use our actual names. They know Enos and Eleonora's names.
Weyland and Eleanor.
And Weyland.
And Weyland.
I don't
Oh,
think anyone used
names.
my
No.
name.
So, we may look different, but if we say the same names to the same guy, he might get suspicious.
Yeah.
If he's even there.
Either way, fake names. Don't even reference your names.
You come.
Okay. So, who's going in
I'm
the
also-
front door? Who's going in through the top?
Okay, me and Kai are going top.
Sure.
All right, high
Yeah.
five. Bam.
Bam. Oh,
Because
you're
I
like,
can, because the museum is open, anyone going through the front can just go in. It's not a.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fine.
The
because
mandatory.
Giltish and I will go in through the front door.
Yeah. And
On the
then
way there, do we
Eleanor-
bond telepathically though?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that at some point. I kind of lay the scroll on the ground right as people are about to leave, and I open it and say the magic words, "Voom voom shaladoom," whatever, and
Wow.
you see these. For Kai, it looks different. You see, almost before the seeming spell goes out, you have like this like flower crown around your head before the seeming spell goes on, so it's wrapped over that, and it just has these bright like orange and white fire plane flowers just blossoming on the flower crown.
All right. So, where's Eleonora in all this? And where's Ember during all of this?
Ember is going to be with Enos and Giltesh, just in case I need other eyes.
That's a good point.
Where would best be for me? I can do magic circle on the guards, but it will probably be very hard. And
Because theoretically, if there's a
I
riot
can-
happening outside and you have your two carts without any supervision, who knows what's going to happen to those carts?
I was gonna say, do you want
yeah,
to?
I can sit outside too, and that way with the telepathic bond, if the guards start maybe coming inside, I can give you warning that maybe the riot isn't enough. And I'll just I can keep an eye on things and kind of just be point person.
Mhm.
Or if anyone is dying and needs healing, you know.
All right. So, getting going. You get on the carts, start heading up towards the Museum of Freelance Magic. Getting closer, you see these lovely banners. New thing in stock. New item. Magic. Like it's just trying to get the attention of anyone walking by. There's some kind of event going on today. We are going to start with Weyland and Kai, Team Underground. What are you guys doing to try and get to the back end of this building?
First things first. For us, we need to get to the back of the building, correct?
Yeah,
That's
so
what
you'd have to
just-
go up,
Up
and
top
on
and
top
down.
of it.
Oh, up top and down. Okay.
And there's a drunkard watching that. Kai, you got any alcohol like on you?
No, I don't have any alcohol on me.
Did the liquor salesman show up?
They are not there yet. You told them around the same time that
Okay, around
everything
that
else
time.
is going on.
Okay, on the way there, can I just do like quick sleight of hand to like snatch a bottle of alcohol, something like a bar
Sure.
or whatever? Yeah, just
Do a quick run in, run out.
yeah, quick run in, run out. 24.
Easy.
Yeah. Alright.
Damn it, Weyland.
I come out with what? Yeah, because Weyland is out of their like day clothes, which smells horribly of cigarettes, and they're now in their working, it's not dark brown, it's just a black tunic with like the hood up and the mask down, and like goggles on top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Or on top of the head, inside the hood, so nobody sees the goggles. But here, I think we can bribe the drunk with this. If not,
You did also hear that these are fake drunkards, most likely.
fake drunkards. Okay.
Mhm.
Word. Gotcha. Okay. How do we want to deal with that?
I can give us pass of the trace, and we can somehow sneak around them.
That's a good point. Let's try to that. So we know where these bushes are, correct?
Yes.
And we would just need to sneak around the drunks?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's enough foliage on top of this building to make it fairly easy to move around, but you have a good feeling that these drunkards have a very specific job.
Okay. So, as we're getting close to the spot, I kind of just you see like this ash kind of emanates through the cracks in Kai's chest and everything, and it just seeps out through him and onto you as I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, I could get used to that.
And we start making our way.
Downtown.
At first, intermingling amongst the many people walking on the roads, then you veer off into the more foliage portion of it. I need stealth checks from both of you, because we kind of need to know if you get into the building before I can do anything else with anyone else.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
That's
Pass
a
Without a
plus
Trace
10.
is a
Plus 10.
Yeah.
38.
Damn. Hell
Okay.
yeah. That is a 18 plus 10 plus 6. So
All right.
24. 34. 34.
34. Okay.
You start going through the bushes, moving very quietly as the ash that somewhat covers you magically kind of almost softens the sound of the leaves hitting you on either side. You find yourself going around one of the bushes where you see one of the drunkards. He's like scratching his side and everything, looking the complete opposite direction of where you guys are as you're able to go into the bushes, and you see a hatch with a big lock on it.
Cracks knuckles. I pick the lock.
Cracks knuckles, you say, huh?
No, wait! Ah, joking! That was real life Jackson! Ah.
They didn't pop though. It's fine.
Yeah. Everyone through telepathic bond just hears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
Well,
okay.
We have
yeah,
static. We have static.
Canonically, Weyland has
feedback?
not trained his knuckles enough to pop. Okay.
Give me a
I'm gonna
thieves
roll
tools check.
A thieves tools check, correct.
I'll give him
yes.
guidance.
Guidance. Oh, I love guidance.
Which is
I'm pretty sure
concentration.
No, it's not. Oh, it is. So actually, never mind then. My bad. My bad. Won't make that mistake again.
Oh lordy. Okay. I have expertise in thieves tools, and anything under a 9 gets treated as a 10. So
Yep.
that is going to be a 20 dirty.
You spend about 30 seconds trying to work around this lock. You have only dealt with one other Cortazo lock before in your life, and it's because Numbers had it so you could practice on. And you know if you don't get it, it's going to pop.
Oh!
And you're like, that's why you're taking your time with this. And you move the lockpick, you hear a ping, very quiet ping, and it opens up.
Delaware. Okay.
19 was the DC.
God. All right. Looks at Kai, pulls up the mask. lifts the thing up.
And we start going.
Yep, I'm gonna just get you guys where you're supposed to be, and I'll finally move back to the real map.
That was the scariest thing ever.
Almost folded immediately, like twice. I almost folded, and you almost folded.
Like a goddamn lawn chair. Ugh.
All right. So through the telepathic bond, you now know, because you're talking, that two of you are in the back rooms.
The back rooms. Oh no! Anyway, I'm sorry.
This guy.
All right. Is the camera still on us?
It can go to anyone at this point.
Okay.
At this point, telepathically, I think, because we're currently, I need to see the map. I'm moving around all over the place. Okay, we're over here. I guess we start stealthily making our way down, but as we do, I just check in mentally with team, with lookout team and with team smash and grab and see what's going on their end as we're making our way.
I presume we're just walking around the museum at this point. Like we're just browsing, not looking suspicious or anything.
Okay, so you and Enos would have gone inside then? What do you all look like?
Yeah.
Oh. I still want. I'm gonna appear like the same height and everything. Cause I'm trying to think of the last time that we did this. We looked more like. Were we more posh or even more like ragged clothing? Do we remember?
I'll say since you acted posh, that's how your disguise was.
Okay, so I want to look more like. I want to be like the son of the guy that I got the goats from. Like, I want to look like I was on a farm and that this is like one of my few outings to like something of this nature.
Right. And Enos?
God, I haven't seen that many races. Oh,
Well, it's what did Sabo Calder put on you?
that's what I'm trying to think of. I have no idea. I was an elf last time,
Correct.
right? I'll just go like
If I can make it
what? Go ahead. I'm still
because of your size, I think that you should have tried to appear at something that is your size in case like we do get like, you know, somebody pats their hand on our shoulder.
Yeah, someone tries to frisk you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking too.
So I feel like
or
Goliath.
I don't know.
I was thinking, oh God, but if they're gonna, I don't know if they'd let me in as a Goliath.
You
Or
could
half-orc.
you could be appearing as Korra Khan Kulangani, the leader of the Money's Grave
Ooh.
from Carleone, because you met
Mhm.
them.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
he's a big dude, he's older, and he has stakes in the game. He doesn't look like a peasant.
I do think that we also wouldn't enter at the same time.
Perfect. So who enters first?
I'll go.
Do you
Okay.
want to? Yeah.
Yeah, we just stared at each other for a second. I'll
Yeah.
go first.
Giltesh.
Theoretically, Giltesh, because before Enos goes in, Eleanor probably gives him a quick kiss on the cheek and is just like, be careful.
Oh.
Giltesh, you walk in.
If you die, I'll kill you.
And you see Belmin sitting at the front desk. Well, hello. I'm Belmin. I'm one of the caretakers of the Museum of Freelance Magic. Looks at your kind of almost peasant-looking disguise. What's your interest in the other planar?
So clarification for us: we know that there is a new artifact coming in today,
Correct,
right?
and you know that is Githyanki in nature.
Okay. Well, I just heard that y'all were getting some kind of new artifact in, and you know, I had enough money saved up that figured why not come by and try to see it if possible.
Amazing, yes. It will be 20 gold pieces worth of stuff. Give me a perception check as well.
I love worth of stuff. Like I could just give him like hella loaves of bread.
You said perception check.
Yep.
Okay. 16.
Looking at Belmin, he has an earring that he didn't have on before.
Okay.
Do you hand him it in gold?
In gold? I mean, that'd probably be the only thing that I would have, unless I could, like, have a couple copper and silver pieces thrown in.
Yeah, just like to keep up that facade. I love that.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just hand him a giant pile of smaller coins. He's like, all right.
I hope that'll do.
It looks about right. Can't be bothered. We're gonna have a lot of people coming in today. Which reminds me, I should put the other civilians in here. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. There we go. Just to make it feel a little bit more of the environment. You're able to go in. He doesn't seem to want to guide you like he did last time because there are a lot more people around.
I'll just be over here, just kind of like.
And the main thing you notice
scroll.
is on this table, the scroll is no longer there. The
Damn, that scroll
the
could be
super
nice
big,
if it was there.
super big scroll, because this is the centerpiece of the museum. So you have a feeling that might be where this new piece is coming in.
Gotcha.
Then Enos, you walk in.
Yeah.
Oh, well, welcome to the Museum of Freelance Magics, sir. It's 20 gold to enter in on this day.
20 gold? I hear there's a new piece coming, right?
Yes, yes. It is a fine piece brought in by a gentleman that is new to the city, apparently.
Really? I'll put the 20 gold on the table. Well, I mean, if it's only for 20 gold, it can't be that great, I guess, right? And I'll walk in.
Amazing.
I was gonna say, I
Get
don't
rid of the
think
20 gold.
Do you remember Korangali being like
No.
snooty and like an ass?
No,
I
he
don't
was
remember
he was such a
anything.
sweetheart, but
Okay,
this
I
guy
was
doesn't
gonna
know who
say, maybe-
Korakon is.
Okay, cool,
Yep.
cool. Then never mind. Then I was gonna say maybe we gotta keep up the facade.
Yeah,
now
no,
that you're like,
Korakon's not a
notable
name
person.
that is going to be very well known up here.
Word.
Yeah, so you all start going in. You see, a lot of the people in here seem to be of higher status. A bunch of dwarves that have beautiful beards. A lot of them have jewelry throughout them. Hair pulled back in some kind of way. Dresses. Almost some of them are in tuxedos and such. Eleonora, give me a perception check for what's going on outside. As Enos is able to enter.
Y'all, I'm literally so scared that Zazala is gonna pop.
I hope not. I
Only a
hope
14.
not.
A
I don't
14.
know how speaking things into existence.
Yeah.
You start to see, or more of, you hear the sounds of a lot of footsteps. A lot of dwarven
Like-
feet are starting to move towards this general area.
Does it sound like in a rhythmic pattern of like people marching and stuff, or it's just a lot of people?
They're
like,
not that
just increased
coordinated.
footfall.
Like there's a lot of movement going throughout the city at any given time. This feels much more concentrated as two clumps coming together.
Can I look? Are we kind of in and out? I guess we're on the.
You're in like the park
Main
across the
strip.
street.
And I like just look to my left and right to see specifically like where the sounds are coming from potentially.
They're just, you can almost hear them coming from like a couple layers up, making their way towards this area. They'll probably be here in the next
Okay.
few minutes.
And from what I've gathered, can I probably assume that that's the people that Weyland has?
Yeah, they are a lot.
Recruited.
It's not just people walking to a location, it is people loudly talking in a large group.
Okay. Are we all able to talk through the telepathic bond?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Weyland, I think your friends are on their way.
All right.
So-
That means smash and grab. Get ready.
Well, I can let you guys know when chaos starts really happening and once maybe more guards from the museum are actually out here.
Also, if you need Ember to get you a visual, let me know so I can give you eyes.
I might be able to pay off someone to run inside the museum and try to steal something to cause extra chaos to draw the guards out if need be.
Just let us know.
Let me know what you need.
Speaking of which, can I do a quick perception check as I walk around the inside of the museum
Yeah.
and get a head count of how many guards are in here? And
Sure.
anyone else who might not be dressed like a guard, but is definitely there on high alert.
Yeah, go for it. This would be more of... It's more of an insight check for the second half. Because you can easily walk around and see people.
Okay, so for perception then, that's gonna be I'm fucking blind, I guess. God damn. That's a 6. Wait,
Yeah.
my perception is that's a 6.
You see the same amount of guards you saw a couple days ago. There's about 6, 2 per each room in Belmin, who is some person that's related to this museum.
Cool.
I feel like I'm playing Persona. I love this.
And
Anyway.
for
It's my
insight,
shit.
would I get advantage on this because of my stone rune? Do I have to tell you when I make those every day? Or...
I
'cause
would like
we
you
haven't
to like
used
let me
them.
know before sessions what's going on with those, but sure, yes.
Yeah, because I mean, I just have like they're on my stuff. My stone ruin would just be on anything on me because it's just that's really all it gives me is dark vision and advantage on insight.
Yep.
But my fire rune is the one that I would put on a weapon. That one is on. We'll say that one's on funnel today.
Okay.
Okay. So the way it's worded, I don't know if it would give me advantage for this specific check. It says I have an advantage determining the true intentions of a creature, such as whether searching a lie or predicting someone's next move. Doing so involves gleaning clues from body language, speech habits, and change in mannerisms. With that,
I'd say
for this
predicting
specific
their
one?
next move is what you're trying to do.
Cool, perfect. So I'll do this with advantage. Natural 20.
Great.
No plus, so just 20.
Looking around, the guys dressed up as guards seem to be a little bit more on alert than they were when you were there a couple days ago. It seems as though they've had like energy drinks or something to keep them aware.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else here seems to be a noble of some kind. Seems to be some kind of person that is here for looking at things.
I'll just give a general head count to the in our minds, just like, oh, there's this many guards inside.
Yep, 2 per room. Trying to find any music that would make sense here. I'll do this one. I know this one's lively or something like that. There we go. Yeah, everyone else here, all the different groups of people seem to be mundane. Looking at different artifacts and stuff like that. We can go back to team backstage if we want to.
So we're skulking through these hallways looking for the way down, I believe. And as we're doing this, I'm going to be with my sword, like lightly tapping the floors, the walls, the air, looking for like tripwires, but with just enough force to where I would feel it, I would not trigger it. Like just to know that it would be there.
Give me a general investigation check.
Oh, that's my jam!
This will take you about 2 or so minutes to go down all the stairs doing this.
24.
Nothing on the stairs.
Alright.
Wait, you didn't enter through the stairs. What am I doing?
Are we in the wrong stairs?
Yeah, no, you're not here. Ah,
You're like, get out of there.
I've just closed everything because I've gone insane.
It's okay. So is my character when he saw that.
You guys entered through here.
Oh, heavens to Delaware!
Yeah, you guys are in the cavern system behind the museum.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Because you went through the bushes, not the shed.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
my bad.
Telepathically to Kai, like, we need to find that breaker box. I don't speak with that southern of an accent, but like, we need
Yeah,
to find the
so-
breaker box.
That's my bad. So with the 20-something, once you get to here, you notice that there's holes in the wall that seem like they'd
Okay.
shoot something.
Where?
Right here.
There, okay.
Right where
does
that
it-
bend begins.
Okay. I am going to try to like acrobatic like through. Not touching
They're at
the ground.
foot level.
They're at foot level.
And that's the only thing you see is at foot level.
Okay. Wave sword, nothing there, or
Doesn't seem to trigger anything.
okay, stepping over them.
All right.
I have evasion, so I should be the one testing these. I step over the trap.
Yep, give me an acrobatics check.
I'm so good at that. Fuck. Okay. Defaults to a 9. 23.
You start going over, and as you're about to land, you can see where the two sets of pressure plates on either side are, and very quickly use the pointy end of one of your things to get a little bit more leverage to just barely miss it.
Tip of the sword. I called Kai's attention to that. Like,
Okay. Like telepathically, I'm going to. I guess I saw how he did it, so I'm gonna go. Now that I'm alerted that it's there, I'm gonna try to. What skill am I gonna use? Hello. I'm gonna use my. Yeah, that's better than my acrobatics. I'm gonna look for. I'm gonna use my just straight athletics to try to like push myself to like move quick enough to
Go for it.
get on the other side. And this is is this athletics or is this okay? Okay, that is a 15.
Easy enough. You just do a big old jump over, so you miss both the pressure plates, and nothing seems to go off as you slow yourself down before you land in a heavy slam.
Okay.
You're both on the other
Passive
side of that
trace would
trap.
still be on, right?
Yep.
Okay, word.
If you want to give me new stealth checks, that'd be pretty cool.
I would
Word.
love to do such a thing. Okay. Am I allowed to use my lucky feat?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do that. Okay. Yeah, 19.
Yeah. Easy enough. Is that with the plus 10?
22.
Oh, 29.
22 this time.
Okay. You guys are still moving pretty quietly. You both have dark vision, I believe, so no issues at the moment. As you are able to just continue through.
Do halflings get dark vision? They do not. They
You
do not.
are blind as a bat.
Ah.
You have
Fuck.
You have Kai's light.
Yeah. If I knew this, I would have took dark vision. I think I can take that spell, but I wouldn't have known.
I'm good. I'm locked in.
Okay.
We'll have it in the basement.
But
So-
yeah, I will. And also, because we're being stealthy, I'm gonna take off my flame because I can see in the dark without it. So I'm just gonna. I guess I'll lead now since.
Okay. Yeah, get us to the door.
Yeah.
All
And I-
right, so we keep going towards the door,
Yep.
stealthily, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That looks so
Is
much
there-
more terrifying now that you can't see everything.
Yeah, I'm terrified actually. Okay, I think this is. Is this it?
Yeah, you start to move over there, and you can see the vague. Well, Kai can because of their high passive perception. You can see the vague outline of that. There's supposed to be a door here.
Okay.
But it kind of just
kind of
it goes from a natural stonework to smooth stone in this wall corridor.
okay.
Oh,
And this was the door we had highlighted on like the map of like
No,
no,
That's not
this
it.
is different.
looking at the blueprint, you know that this would basically lead you to where the spiral staircase is.
okay.
Okay.
Do you see a door?
I do see a door. I do see a door.
Guide my hands to the lock.
Okay.
Question.
There doesn't
just
appear to
for
be a lock,
fun.
but okay.
Do we all hear anything that's said telepathically, or can we?
Please
Yes.
say yes.
Yes, you all hear everyone's conversations at once.
Uh,
It's an ADHD nightmare if you're all doing stuff.
I just
Guy-
love like Eleonora trying to not laugh as she's hearing all of this out of context.
Here, grab my hips and pick me up, and then press my hands against the lock.
So I go over to. There is no lock. You said on the door.
It
correct?
just seems to be a smooth wall.
Okay.
From what you can tell right
Then-
now. Like, if you want to start feeling that up, you can.
Okay. I want to start
Like it.
gingerly feeling up the door. Any feeling of pressure plate or sensor or whatever. I want to get into that.
Okay.
Almost dropped on my dice.
Mhm. Yeah, you don't really have to roll for this. You start kind of tapping around with your hands, and eventually, about dwarf height on the left side, your hand kind of goes through a little bit, and you can feel a latch.
Okay.
Mm.
I go over to that latch, and doors scare me in D&D, and I pull it.
Pull it! Pull it!
Doesn't seem to budge.
Fuck.
Budge as if I'm not strong enough, or budge as if just not me.
As if it's going the wrong direction.
Oh, okay. Then I just go the other
You
way.
jackass!
You push it and it opens.
Oh,
You
I hate you
jackass.
for that.
Why? I did
That
not
was
sing.
mean.
I did
That
not
was mean
sing.
as fuck. That was mean as fuck. Oh, I love that. Okay.
And for the first time, you see the spiral staircase, both of you.
Okay.
And
Right.
the next thing that happens is outside. As Eleonora, you
Fuck.
see two figures start to come up the street that don't look like the rest. So I'm trying to find my overlay.
Oh,
You
God,
see-
I'm scared.
You see a young girl with pigtails starting to walk up the street, looking all happy and stuff like that. And accompanying her seems to be a grown man in a very beautiful suit and holding a very big case that is very ornate. The suit has several bejeweled gems going throughout the collar. The cuffs are immaculate. He has a very beautiful face, and you know this to be Sonia and Godis Tansien.
Of course, there.
Why do I feel like you're about to say that this is the end of the session, you motherfucker?
We have like 5 more minutes before I have to end it.
Okay, good. I'm good to go late if anyone else can, because now
I mean, I'm good.
Hey Jackson,
I'm
I told you there was a caveat to this.
good. No, there has to be a twist. It's a heist. There has to be a. Awesome. This is so fucking cool.
I just I go still and for a second forget that I am in disguise. It's him.
Him.
We need to get everyone out of there. This is not a heist anymore. We need to protect anyone who's in there.
Him? I think we need a little more.
I think we can piece together who him is.
No,
Some of you can.
No, knowing
The
that we can't
father
say
of the
their name.
child.
I was expecting
Yeah.
Zazala, so it's like, oh,
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why would they be coming to the museum to kill everybody? That doesn't make any sense.
They want
They're
the
the-
item as
but-
well.
But no, I'm assuming they're holding. Assuming they're the ones giving the item.
He has a very nice,
But-
ornate box in his hands.
Oh, that's. Oh
But
my god.
the power that these people have. I don't want to risk what happens if they're around more of these citizens.
oh.
What do I do?
I don't think he has the power to drive people crazy, right? We were near him when we fought him. Eleonora wasn't there, which is why I'm assuming.
It's just when you say their name.
Technically,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
already crazy.
The only one that does have that power we know is for sure is the mother,
Mhm.
because her proximity, everyone in the city's going crazy. I
I'm
don't think the
you
father
can
does
hear
that.
in Eleanor's voice that she's panicking. What do I do? What do I?
Stay cool. Stay cool.
Watch them. Watch them.
Nobody do anything yet.
So, if I remember correctly, Sonia did say, "Oop."
This is
Does it
telepathic.
count if I think it?
This is
Okay,
telepathic.
thank you.
There's no way telepathically that this would
Thank you.
actually occur.
Because it's essentially just our thoughts
Yeah,
are being
because
relayed.
if you guys
Yeah.
were thinking, "Oh man, Helena can kill me," I'd have to write that down. But I don't know when you're
Yeah.
thinking that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
word.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. They did say that.
I just put
as
the
long as-
BBEG in front of you. I'm not gonna be meaner than that.
Okay.
I think I
as
can
long
take
as we
him.
don't,
I'm more scared of
um,
Helena, to be fair.
As long as we don't provoke him, he should leave us alone.
But we should stay out of sight because I wouldn't.
We
be
should
surprised
stay
if
out of sight,
see
yes.
illusions.
Everyone-
But I
Yeah.
also don't know if they already know that I killed Veranestra. I don't know if I am in trouble with them. I don't know
Let's
if that
just
has
stay
affected them in any way.
Then-
Stay
Maybe
out
let's
of
just not
sight.
be seen.
Yeah, let's just stay low. Let's all stay low.
I am sitting in a cart in the middle of the street.
If you're not comfortable,
side,
you
You're,
can,
right?
you're off to the side, yeah. You're not,
Yeah.
you're not
Oh,
in
yeah,
their
okay.
immediate vicinity.
if you're not comfortable, you can Delta. But me and Kai are in too deep right now.
I'll
Yeah.
keep an eye on them. If I need to follow them inside, I can. But anyone inside, just be prepared.
I'll try to blend into a crowd.
I mean, we're all in disguise anyway, but this is a magical, powerful fucking dude.
Oh yeah, they can 100% see through the
See through
it,
illusions.
for
There's
sure.
no fucking way.
All right, Kai,
So
let's find a
I'm-
god killer in here.
I'm just gonna like tuck myself and pull kind of my head up and just kind of like keep my head down so I can like peek at them, but not have my face like showing. Because especially if they can see through anything, they're gonna recognize and they're gonna
Yeah.
see the big fucking wings.
They just peekaboo inside
Oh,
that church and like, hi.
Hello.
Okay. So, yeah, the next thing is for the two people that are in the museum proper. You hear a knock, dum dum dum, that kind of just boof, echoes out throughout the building. And you hear lots of people talking throughout the building, but a few of them kind of go a little bit quiet, 'cause that's really strange to have a knocking such as this. And you hear Belmin, the guest of the hour. It's good to see you again. And I see you have your prize that you're donating to us. That's very good as well. Yes, I do have it, and I find that it would be a very good place for this to go. Seeing as you have been nothing if not polite to everything that I've had to say to you so far, Mr. Belmin. As Godus and Sonia walk in, and Godus kind of goes around the table. To those that want to see this new artifact, you might as well gather around, because the story behind this is quite beautiful. What do the two of you do?
I'm not in there. I went to one of the side rooms.
Okay,
Me
so-
too. I'm hiding in the crowd. If people get close, I'll also get close, but I'll try to stay small.
I was gonna say,
Like, short.
like, y'all need a wall or of something. Like, hear the story. Maybe you have eyes, but like,
Yeah, I want to
don't
hear and I want to see
crazy.
what it is. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm sticking to the crowd. So if there's like a big crowd gathering,
Yeah, like
I'm
this
gonna stick to the
this
crowd,
table is
but I'm
being
also kinda keeping-
surrounded right now.
low. Because I know I'm probably a couple inches taller than most people here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm not coming around the corner. I'm just kind of staying off to my side.
yeah, I'm gonna just use Eleonora as a visual thing for the overlay to show the scene ahead of us. Places this beautiful ornate box made out of beautiful wood. There's a glass covering to it. And this is an artifact of the Githyanki, one of the few remnants of one of their cities, so I've heard. It belonged to a friend I had made long, long ago. He would always wear it on his lapel when he was working with me. Opens the box. It's a beautiful platinum piece with this beautiful red gem inside of it. I had heard that he had passed away, and this was just sitting with me. It never felt right for me to have. It belonged to him forever and always. So I do donate this to you from lead investigator Dellen of the Githyanki city in the astral plane. and places it back in the box. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode of Telione.
Oh.
Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And we shall see where this heist goes in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.